man. Strip clubs and art galleries. Man. Episode, I don't know. I lost count.
Yeah,
but
good thing.
I'm not going to sit here and hold you. You probably were one of the first people, if not the first person I thought about, bringing on here and sitting down talking to when I thought about doing this show. It's crazy, like, in life, a lot of things you want to do that you don't necessarily, know how to do or whatever, and all of those things you've been supportive in. You know what I mean? So,
Likewise.
You know what I mean? So, that's something that always stood out to me. I always speak highly of you. My guest today, y'all, is Miss Lacey Jane.
Hi.
Oh, man, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my God. I want to say Queen of Atlanta, but some people might get mad, but I mean, damn.
Queen of Atlanta.
No,
we in Black Hollywood. Don't say that.
Yeah, we definitely Black Hollywood. They might get upset, but but you've been here for a while.
I've been here for 12 years. 2012, I moved here. Yep.
Damn.
Like right on New Year's. Yeah, I was 20 years old.
Man. And then, like, when you came, I remember, it was Follies, it was Mansion and Lawn, it was, it was a different world almost.
It was a different world, yes. Yeah. It was definitely a different world compared to where I'm from. Yeah. We don't even have strip clubs where I'm from. I mean, we do, but they're like trucker stop strip clubs. You don't really, like, go hang out there.
I would put the dollar in the garter belt type thing.
Yeah, right? Like, I never went there to the strip clubs we have. There's no point. I mean, and I left when I was 19, so I wasn't even old enough to drink or go anywhere,
so,
really.
You knew you wanted to leave.
Yeah, as soon as my sister turned 18, we're 16 months apart. So as soon as she turned 18 and I was 19, we was out of there.
Wait, so you older than your sister?
I'm 16 months older, yeah.
I always thought you would have.
Everybody thinks that, but I guess it's because the blonde hair makes me look younger.
But then also, I can't say for a fact, but it feels like you're more of the extrovert and she's more of an introvert.
Totally opposite.
Really?
Yes.
She don't do social at all.
People actually tell me that I'm the mean sister because I'm not as friendly as she is. But she's really, really popular in real life.
Okay.
She's really, really friendly, really, really outgoing. She's a big drinker. And I'm totally opposite. I do a lot on the internet, but it's because for money.
Business.
You know what I'm saying? Versus in real life, I'm a smoker. I'm really chill. I'm really quiet. I'm, somewhat shy. So that's crazy that you think that. But people think I'm the mean sister because I'm just not as friendly as her. Yeah. It's not because I'm really that mean.
Yeah, because that's always been the thing. Like, from my perspective, it's always been like you were. I guess the perception is like you were always the outgoing one. You were modeling.
Yeah, but it was just only because for business. I had to put my acting skills on, and then afterwards I'm going to smoke a blunt. I'm not saying a word to nobody. I'm chilling.
That's crazy. That's something new for me. I never knew that.
Have you been around my sister before?
I've been around her twice.
Okay.
I've been around her three times actually. But every time I've been around her, she's super nice.
Yeah.
She always seemed like quiet, like to herself or whatever. Like I see her laugh or whatever, but it's like, oh, she chill. Like, she don't seem like she wants spotlight on her. Like
no, she doesn't. She's not a internet person, and she doesn't really she doesn't want to be less center of attention or anything. She just.
I remember when I first met y'all, and whatnot, like.
So it was at Mansion?
We thought y'all was twins. Well, we met, prior to, like, online. And then Mansion was our first time hanging out.
Yeah, everybody thinks we're Russian twins.
Yeah, and that's what we thought. We thought y'all were twins.
Yeah, everybody thinks that.
Twins, like, look at it, you know what I mean? And because y'all built so similar.
Oh, yes, yes.
And then we like, well, like, with your sister, I don't want to say her name on TV, but, with your sister, it's like, she built like a vixen, and she's like, nah, I don't want that attention. Right,
yeah. She actually was just a stripper, and I hated dancing, so I did everything else I could not to have to dance. Versus she wanted to dance because you had to come see her, and like people from her hometown, they couldn't see her naked. Versus me, they can just go online and see me naked. So she just liked being kind of like exclusive like that, where no one could really see her naked unless you came to the club. Versus I was like, I got all these followers. I need to make it where these followers, they can't come to the strip club. They got real jobs. They're not in Atlanta, and I wanted to bring it to them. I got all these followers. I need to make something shake. I need some money from it, So yeah, we were totally opposite, and it kind of, it was kind of hard for me because I needed her. I wanted her to do music videos with me and photo shoots with me and hostings with me.
Imagine that, though.
I know. I needed her, and I didn't have a girlfriend to do that with. And, I could have made so much more money.
That definitely.
You know,
because then y'all would have been like it's more of a commodity
I
thing.
know.
Like, you know what I mean?
And people definitely think we're twins, so that would have like, you know, been a fantasy for people.
Right.
And we even like when we started dancing, we were both dancing on the same shift. But then I went to night shift. It was a lot easier, less competition, and I wanted to, you know, have my day and then work at night. So we stopped. We didn't even dance together. So it was, you know, but everybody thought we were the same person. Like, I would be at the club and they're like, "Didn't you have a tattoo on your ass?" I'm like, "No, that's my sister."
That's my sister.
And then they'd be like, "Oh, you dyed your hair dark." And I'm like, "No, I didn't dye my or
That's
blonde."
crazy.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm like, we're so like we have dark and blonde, and people still think we're so
Right.
like similar. It's
That's,
funny.
man, I think that's something that y'all gonna have to live with forever.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's kind of why we go to extreme. Like we both have darker hair. Like my roots, you can tell my hair's not blonde. But I went to the extreme blonde, and she went to the extreme black, so we could be like opposites. Because people always get us confused our whole life.
But you know, talking about your hair, I want to ask you, like, I know two versions of you. I know the blonde Lacey, and I know the platinum pink Lacey.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I love the pink.
Yeah, the pink that's been more recent. That's been more recent.
Yeah,
Like,
the
I
last
met you
2
blonde, but
years. Yeah.
Like, what's the difference? Like, what made you shift to that? Like, when did you start doing
Because I'm so plain. There's nothing about me that stands out. I don't have huge boobs. I don't have a super tiny waist or super big
tattoos or
butt or super big lips or, you know, I just don't have anything that really stands out about me. And I don't ever wear colors or anything. So I just wanted something to kind of just brighten me up, you know?
And it's crazy you say that because I feel like you stand out.
Probably because I'm pale and my skin color, you know. But other than that, I just I don't have anything that really like is extreme about me.
I get what you're saying.
You know,
because like you said when we first started, you said like this is Black Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for you to be the platinum blonde white girl in Black Hollywood,
right,
and stand out and be like accepted in a part of that community where it's like I can go here and see Lacey. Oh, I see flyers with her on there. And, you know what I mean? And so many people know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Relationships you've built over the last 12 years and whatnot.
Yes.
So it's like, like you really prominent in that realm. So to me, you definitely stand out.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I will, yeah.
And then, and
just not
always,
like my really like, yeah.
You've always stood on not altering too much of yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a place where that's all we do.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's definitely been a battle for me.
But that's the thing. Like, you actually get to be like, oh, I'm all natural. You know what I mean? You ain't play with your titties. You ain't do nothing. You ain't change nothing.
My boobs are my favorite part about my body.
That's crazy.
People probably think my ass is, but no, it's my boobs.
So that's, I think that people don't really appreciate that as much as they used to.
Yeah, yeah.
So, especially 12 years ago. Maybe it might have been a little bit more common, but now,
But, you know,
since then,
12 years ago, people thought I had ass
they thought your
shots.
butt was fake.
You know? They asked if me and my sister went to the same ass doctor.
Because we don't see white girls with ass like that.
And because BBLs weren't a thing back then.
Yeah, it wasn't
You
that
know,
popular.
it was
Niggas
ass
didn't
shots
know.
that were a thing. All my homegirls were getting ass shots, but I didn't have to. I already had ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it worked out.
That's crazy. And then, like, both your parents are white. And then you got, like, you're built like a fucking...
But my mother and her side of the family, they're German. So they all have baby-making hips, super big hips and ass. And, you know, I don't have children yet. So... My hips are going to spread so bad.
You scared?
You know, yes. But actually, that's why I've been in the gym so much, because I'm trying to lose weight now before I have kids, because it's going to be a lot harder for me afterwards. But people always ask me, how did you get your butt so big? And I'm like, are you kidding me? I have to make sure it doesn't get any bigger, like my mother's. It's huge.
No, but if you, like... Not to sound weird or nothing, but if like you look at your butt, it doesn't look altered to me. It looks like a natural butt.
Right, yeah.
You know
Now
what I mean?
it does. Back in the day when it was just only ass shots, it looked like that. But now the BBL thing, I look natural. Okay. You know, because everybody else is...
Because the waist crazy now. Everybody didn't snatch their waist.
Right, yeah. So you
like,
can totally tell that
invisible.
I'm natural now. So people don't ask me if my body's fake anymore like they used to.
You know, I always thought, like, we used to always think that the surefire way to check was like, look at her legs. If her legs too small,
Oh,
then,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
right,
That was
right,
always
right,
the thing.
right,
The
right,
legs
right.
match, then it is what it is.
Yeah,
I don't know. So I mean, tell me, like, when you came here, right? Did you come knowing like you was gonna dance? Like you knew you was
Yeah,
gonna
because
start
actually
stripping?
I had went to Charlotte, North Carolina first to live with my uncle. He had a condo and he was really cool. And because we were wanting to go to Florida, and my mom was like, no, because we had never lived on our own before. And she was like, just go live with your uncle. And I'm like, we didn't even really know him. And so we started paying rent with him. Like, he gave us the master bedroom and master bath. So me and my sister shared it. Yeah. And we started paying rent, you know what I'm saying? Kind of getting the hang of, like, being an adult. And so I was going out with guys there, like, you know, just hanging out. And then one of them introduced me to a gentleman's club. And I went there, and they didn't have stripper poles, and they wore panties. And I was like, I want to do this. And so I started dancing, and I had my sister come with me. And so we started working there. And then I started messing with somebody from Atlanta. So I was coming down to Atlanta a lot from Charlotte.
It was a bigger market.
And then I went to Follies. And I'm like, oh, okay. This is not like Charlotte, but let's do this.
Money different.
Yeah, and you had to be all nude, and it was like super ratchet. So we're like, all right, well, it's been like almost a year living with our uncle. It's been great, but we're ready to get our own place now. You know, we're 19 and 20. I mean, 20 and 19 at this time. And so we got our first apartment together in Marietta. Yeah, and started working at Follies.
And every year since then, y'all done upgraded the cars, y'all done upgraded the cribs. I remember it was a time where every year you would, like, I don't want to say use brag, but every year you'll post like, okay, it's a new year, new car.
Yeah.
New year, new car. And the car matched the year and whatnot. I'm like, man, you really...
I mean, shit, I was a stripper, so I wanted to, like, show people that, you know, like, I'm making money from it. And, like, you know, like, I wanted to show my hometown, like, what I was doing, because it's 6 hours. They can't see me in real life. And and I just wanted to, like, have something to show for what I was doing.
And a lot of that shit is marketing, too, though, for what you were doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, as a guy, you know, because we was coming down from D.C. You were living here before me. We were coming down from D.C. So for us to be in D.C. and see you there, like, I seen you online from D.C.
Okay,
so I knew, like, when we get to Atlanta, we lock it in. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how we ended up linking with you. But it's like the images that you put out were high class, you know, quality images.
Because I was a stripper, so I wanted to, like, show that I'm still a regular person. I'm not just a drug addict or a prostitute or anything like that. I wanted to show that I'm still classy. I have nice cars, nice house. I have a very nice condo. Like, it's, you know, because where I'm from, it's not a good look to be a stripper. You think about trailer trash, you know? So I was just trying to, like, prove that I'm still classy and still have respect and still have morals type shit, even though I'm showing my ass and pussy.
I mean, but I mean, still, but I don't know. Like, for me, it's more of a it's a respect thing, because as long as I've known you, and, like, anytime you've been in a certain city for so long, if it gets smaller and smaller. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it's not like, it ain't nothing running around where people are like, oh, well, you know, Lacey sell pussy, or she a prostitute, or she do this in the back of the club.
And
or,
I take pride in that, for real.
Dope. And I never even seen you with a boyfriend until,
I know.
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't have,
the last 12 years, 10, 12 years.
I didn't have boyfriends, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had, like, best friends that were guys that we had sexual relations, but I wasn't into, like, dating, and I was just into being a hustler and being an entertainer, and that's what I was doing, you know. Yeah. I mean, I was still having sex and stuff, but it wasn't. There's nothing wrong with that. It wasn't no committed, like, you know,
but
relationship.
Your business wasn't in the street. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right, and because I didn't put it out there either. I wasn't posted on the internet. Like, now, I post my boyfriend every fucking day, but before that, and I couldn't post anybody. They weren't mine to post.
Well, you got a point about it. A lot of women don't.
And it would have fucked my money up.
Yeah, because
that's one reason why I never posted people that I dealt with, because people were sending me money all the time.
Yeah, because it'd take away from the fantasy. Like, you're no longer available.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I'm gonna get back on that, because it might ask you about your current.
I was single, man.
But
single.
But yeah, you know, when you lock in a relationship, you know, people that have that fantasy about you, you're no longer available to them.
No,
so
they ain't
like,
finna send me no money when I got a whole man.
And then you so fucking vocal about being faithful, and you vocal about being with one man. Like, it's not like niggas think like, okay, well, you know what? She got a man, but I still got a shot. Because some women will give you the, you know, that vibe.
I take pride in that shit, man.
Yeah, so it's like, damn. So I know, like, from your perspective, it had to fuck with your money, though.
Oh, it definitely did, but I was ready for that. I was an entertainer for 10 years, and all I did was chase money for 10 years. I mean, I did some other things. I traveled and stuff. But I was ready to like, really kind of just settle down, you know, and let motherfuckers know, like, can't send me no money no more. Sorry. And not accepting your money anymore.
I don't feel like, in my opinion, I don't feel like you were ever really like 2 feet full into that type of shit anyway. Like, I feel like you dabbled in it and you just was successful in what you dabbled in. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Versus like, because I think about like before OnlyFans, it was Connect Pal.
I was on
Connect
there.
Pal, yeah. So like when Connect Pal came,
Connect Pal.
and then OnlyFans came, like I remember, like even when you transitioned from the club to that, like you still weren't doing a lot of the shit that other girls are doing.
Right.
So,
No, yeah.
You know, and it'll put you in a position where it's like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm not going to compromise my own, you know, principles or my own morals or whatever it is that I feel secure in myself to do things that others are doing because I'm trying to keep up. You know what I mean? So I'll see, like, you'll post lingerie, you'll post, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do twerk videos and stuff like that.
Right. Mostly ass clapping videos.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because cool, but you're not on there sucking dick or doing nothing crazy.
Yeah, because once you go there, you just know going back. You can't post sucking dick and then an ass clap video the next day. It's like, no.
Because it's like, nah, now you did.
Now you got to keep going. Now you got to suck 2 dicks at one time. Then it goes to 3. Now it doesn't. You can't go back to 1.
And I tell women that all the time. A lot of my homegirls that do adult content, I'm like, yo, pace yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you just jump off the porch trying to compete with Shaka Hernandez,
but I didn't have to do that. I had a fan base, you know what I'm saying, and they were obsessed with my ass. They weren't obsessed with my pussy. You know what I'm saying? They were obsessed with my ass, and so that's just what I had to give them was ass shit.
Let me ask you this: just how let's based on you coming to Atlanta and the success you had here in dancing and doing being an adult content creator and all of those type of things, do you feel like you would have still had that same success if you were in a different city?
No.
You think?
No. I'm in Black Hollywood, man, so I stand out. If I was in LA, I wouldn't have stand out. Every bitch there is white with blonde hair. They might not have as much ass as me, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm a Southern girl too, and definitely no, Atlanta is, you know, it was everything to me. I didn't even know about Atlanta until I moved to Charlotte.
For real?
Yeah, all I knew was St. Louis and Nashville and Chicago. That's all I knew.
So your hometown was really a small.
Yeah, the nearest city is St. Louis, Missouri. It was 2.5 hours from me. That's where I went to modeling school, and I would go shopping and go to Six Flags and stuff. That was the closest city to me.
I see, like, when you go home for the holidays and shit, like, you'll post, like, y'all look like y'all on farms and shit.
Lots of land.
Fucking hound dogs. Fucking y'all outside shooting guns and shit. I'm like,
very country.
You love guns though, right?
I love guns. I grew up shooting guns, like in contests. So
man, yeah, that's
I'm a very, very country girl, but I never shot an animal. So, but that's what my family. They're huge hunters.
Okay.
Huge hunters, huge fishermen. So I just grew. That's how I grew up around. Just held guns all the time.
So is it a shock? Like a culture shock coming from that, like small town, country, wooded areas. You know what I mean? I'm assuming your town was predominantly white, right?
Yes, it was.
And then you come to what we call Black Hollywood.
Yep.
It's predominantly black.
But when as soon as I got my license, I was traveling. I was in St. Louis or Nashville every weekend. So I started getting, familiar, with different races and different types of music and food and traffic. And the love I got.
Damn.
Like where I'm from, I just don't get a lot of love.
Why though? Is it because
white men don't like thick women.
So you never dated white men?
I dated one, but he was really he's the one that turned me on to really like the black industry. Okay, so he was wearing all the black stuff and music, and he was a drug dealer and had an envoy with colored rims. So it's like, he was white, but
but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So prior to him, you wasn't really into it. Like you didn't.
No, I was
you
very.
wasn't really educated.
I was a very country girl growing up. I was always wearing camouflage, and I was always outdoors. Always. I rode four-wheelers all day, and I played with my dogs, and I shot guns, and I was a very tomboy country girl. And then I had got with my boyfriend, my first boyfriend, and he kind of just turned me out a little bit.
That was your first boyfriend?
The white guy.
What?
Yeah. And and then after him, it was a mixed guy. And then it was a black guy.
Oh, so you just took the stages.
Yeah, and now I'm to Jamaican.
Now you do international black. All right,
now I'm into dark Jamaican.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
So what was it like prior to him, your first boyfriend?
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, cool. Like, he a little bit more rough around the edges.
He ain't even go to the same school as I went to. I have never had sex with anybody from my hometown. No one likes me. I mean, because I had ass. I would make fun of, when I would go down the aisles in school, they'd be like, wide load coming through.
Wide load. That's what they called you?
Wide load. And it, I wasn't fat.
Yo,
like, I was never, like, I never had a fat stage.
But you got hips and
But I had
ass
hips and ass, and, you know, it was really difficult for me because I couldn't find clothes that fit me. I mean, now I have clothes that go around my curves, but I was wearing, like, fucking Hollister, and them motherfuckers are for skinny bitches, you know, and my ass crack would be hanging out, and it was a rough time for me, you know,
and
having
your
ass.
sister shaped the same, so they looking at y'all like fucking aliens.
Right, yeah. But no, they looking at us like we're fat. Even my brother, he would always call us fat because we had a lot of ass. You know, white guys like big boobs and like a athletic body.
Yeah, that's what we know white girls for. That's what we assume white girls are known for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I didn't get a lot of love, you know?
Yeah, that's like, I don't know, it's crazy because it really points out to me, like, cultural differences.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What one culture might say is unattractive or unacceptable,
yes.
the other is praising it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I can imagine coming from that, being treated like that for years.
Yeah.
And then you get to a city where it's like, yo, we love that shit.
What?
Like, you know what I mean?
I was like in heaven.
I can't leave. Like,
you know, and I just fuck with who fuck with me at the end of the day,
that's how
you know?
it should be, though. That's how it should be. Definitely.
That's how it is, yeah.
I don't know. So tell me about your boyfriend. You said you met him years ago.
I met him as soon as I moved here.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I moved here. So 12 years ago. Yeah. Him and his like crew would go in Follies. Mm-hmm. And he actually said he used to dance me, but I don't quite remember. Okay. I was always getting super high, and I mean I danced with a lot of different people, so I didn't really remember that. But I remember his homeboy asked me and my sister if we wanted to go to Mansion for his homeboy's like show. We're like, I mean, we love Mansion.
Yeah, who did that?
That was my favorite.
That was the spot to go
That was the best.
What?
And so I went to the show, and we met. And he's always been into white girls.
For real, that's his thing.
Yeah, he said the first girl he ever fell in love with was like white girl. His baby mama's not white though.
Okay.
She's Jamaican, I'm pretty sure. But so we started just messing around then, not just on some fun shit, you know. And then he had went and did some time in prison. And then I was following this girl, and she posted her boyfriend, and I went to his page, and then he posted my boyfriend. And so I messaged him and on a fake page at this time because my Instagram was down. And I'm like, hey, do you remember me? Yeah. And then he was like, is this really you? Why are you on a fake page? And I sent him pictures, and then I called him. He's like, oh, my God, it's really you. And then...
you was trying to get back in.
Well, I didn't have a boyfriend or anything, and I just wanted to hang out with somebody that I already knew. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go hang out with new guys and get to know anybody and stuff. 'Cause I was just wanting to have fun and just hang out and not be on nothing like... serious and nothing. And so we started hanging out for like a year or two, and then we just got really close. And so we're like, he was like, all right, I'm ready for you to be my girl. Let's date. And I'm like, wow, like this is different. Like I've never really been in a real relationship, you know. And but I'm 30 now. Well, I'm 31 now. But then I was turning 30, and I was just kind of like, you know, ready to settle down. You know, I was just over everything, and he started paying my rent, and he didn't tell me to stop doing anything. He wasn't like, don't do anything no more, but I just, out of like respect, I just slowed down my hustle. And
well, if a man puts you in a position where you don't necessarily have to hustle,
Yeah, right.
and it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
cut
Like he
those
started
things back,
paying my
right?
rent and buying me things and taking me on trips, and so I, didn't work as hard, and but now he fully takes care of me fully. Like I still have an OnlyFans. Cause I still get subscribers. Like I don't post my OnlyFans, but people still subscribe, so I'm gonna keep it up. Like I still make a lot of money from
That's
my
crazy.
OnlyFans.
So they just buying into this shit, and you ain't even using it really.
But I still have like 500 videos and pictures on there.
So they could buy it and still see the previous
So when
content.
you subscribe, you see that.
still
You
get
know what
that
I'm saying?
catalog.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just don't make any new content.
Gotcha.
Or go to content parties or do collabs or anything like that anymore. I mean, I'm just over it.
For real?
I
So
mean,
you
I did it
wasn't-
for 10 years. I was doing everything, music videos and photo shoots and hostings, and I was just tired of being an entertainer. Like, I want to have a family. Like I feel like I don't have like a dream job or like a dream. My dream is to have a family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
you think you and your boyfriend becoming a couple like stopped you from doing it, or were you already in a place where you wanted to stop?
no, I didn't even really care about getting married. Like one time before we were dating, he was like, "What do I think about marriage?" And I'm like, "I think it's bullshit. Like who the fuck like government shit,
That's what I be thinking. Like, hey, listen, we can get
But
into that. Yeah,
now I'm like, that's all I want to do is get married.
for real. You need that contract.
Yeah, I need that last name.
You need the last name.
I'll sign a prenup. I don't give a fuck about no money. I just want a last name. You know what I'm saying? And not that like really like secures anything. I mean, you can still go cheat or you can still break up a fucking day later, but
But nah, you're right. But I don't know. My thing on marriage is I think it's beautiful if it's done. I think marriage is beautiful when I see examples of marriage that are successful.
yeah,
I don't see a lot of them, and because of that, it makes me
because
weird.
people give up.
Yeah,
Like
they
my
do.
parents, they've been married 38 years, I think. I mean, but it wasn't like the easiest thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they definitely had to go through it to get to it, you know. But for me, he was my friend for 10 years before we started dating, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, oh, I'm old now, let me go find someone to marry real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like we were best friends and then we just fell in love and we're like, oh shit, maybe we should get married and have kids. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't ever a plan of mine to do that. It was a dream. Like, yeah, I would like to, but
I mean, like I said,
you got to meet the right person, then they make you feel that way.
That's true. No, but see, my thing is, I don't have an issue with marriage. I don't have an issue with the woman being the right woman. My issue is within myself. And I be thinking like, yo, am I really going to only have sex with one woman for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
And there's moments when I'm like, yeah, I could do it.
Yeah.
And then there's moments where I'm like, nah.
But it's you have to meet that right girl where like you couldn't imagine not being without her. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and like you don't want to have sex with nobody else. Like I don't want to have sex with nobody else.
But you
like,
a woman is different.
Okay.
Y'all different. Like well, one, you wasn't really fucking around too crazy in the first place. That wasn't really your
Right.
characteristic traits.
Right.
But for men, our characteristic traits a lot of times are that we when you come from nightclubs and strip clubs and doing music and all this type of shit, that's one of the things that usually come with it. You know what I mean? An excessive, availability of the opposite sex. So you fuck around a lot. So then like you can get tired of it, you can grow out of it. Yeah, it's true. But I don't know too many men that I know personally that can be with one woman forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you might luck up, you might meet a girl that love you enough to be like, look, I know you a man, I bring something home for you.
Yeah.
Or I share you with a home, whatever, however they situation work. Like I feel like then keep her, bro. Because you know what I mean? The only thing that really would have fucked your marriage up was you being like committing adultery. But if this woman takes adultery off the table for you altogether, what else can you do wrong? Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, that's my thing. I just feel like if I'm going to marry, I have to marry someone that understands that because it's very difficult for men. Like we struggle with that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
But I mean, I understand that, but also like women, like I could go have sex and get paid a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I could bring something home with cheating
Yeah.
versus a man can't. You're going to bring problems home. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Like,
some men cheat good. I mean, it's on how you do it. Some women cheat good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not to saying like it's right or wrong. I'm just saying like if like there's men that are successful men, they travel a lot or whatever it is or whatnot, or even if they don't travel a lot, they just handle their business in a manner whereas it's like, yo, don't talk about my wife. Don't talk about my woman. Don't bring her up. Don't mention her. Don't disrespect her.
Right.
Don't bother her.
right.
That's home.
Yeah.
You over here, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You know your role.
Yeah.
And I feel like as a man, when you in those type of situations, you got to make sure they know their role.
Yeah.
Because conversations and experiences and things that I've had, the women that tell me this stuff, that, oh, I've been cheated on, when I listen to it, they not really upset that the man fucked another woman.
Yeah.
They usually upset because the woman came to her. He's been giving the woman money. You know what I mean? That shit piss him off even more. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, you was giving this bitch money. Like, you know what I mean? You taking food off my plate now.
Absolutely.
Nigga. Like, so those things are things that, you know what I mean? Yeah, because then, you know, they'll say, well, shit, you could have told me. I could have went and got us a bitch and we'd have never went through this.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could have felt more secure. I could have made sure she ain't have nothing.
I mean, I just feel like if you want to cheat, then let's just be friends. We can still have sex. We can still have fun. I'll still cook for you. You can still pay my bills. But why do we got to be in a serious relationship? Why can't we just be friends?
I mean,
you know?
Yeah, but I think a lot of men ain't gonna want to do that because then that opens the door for you to go do other shit. You know what I mean? And that's the selfishness in it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the
we
selfishness
can do
in it.
that. We can come back home and be a little fake little family.
No, you can't be like, damn, where you been? You just came home, your hair all fucked up because you was out all weekend.
Okay, well, you come home with glitter all over you. What's the difference?
It's wicked. It's wicked.
You
But
know?
I don't know. Like, I don't think it's the nature of man. I think women are meant, like, if you look at it from a scientific standpoint, right? Your uterus and your womb and all this stuff, right? Y'all not meant, y'all carry one, maybe twins at a time. You know what I mean? Like, y'all not really meant to be pregnant all the time, reproduce all the time. That's why it takes 9 months for you to have a baby.
Yeah.
It takes a man 30 seconds to make one.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And we can produce till what? Our 70s, 80s. Y'all produce to mid-30s, 40s maybe. You know what I mean? And you got to be super careful even doing it then.
Yeah.
So it's just like from a nature standpoint, it's more common for us to do that. And if you look at, you know, the animal kingdom across the board, it's almost universal.
Right.
There's a few, but it's almost universal that the male species mates with multiple women.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I feel
well,
like...
he already did. He already had a kid.
well, there it is. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but that's the thing. You know what I mean? It's very difficult for a man to just to not have experiences. You know what I mean? So...
Right. But it's like, I feel like at a certain age, you just like, that shit just doesn't like, you look at things differently. You look you don't really look at like as sex. You're looking at as like a good woman who got your back, who was a real ass bitch, you know what I'm saying, who's your best friend. You kind of just look at it in a different light, you know, especially when you like really like them and in love with them. You start looking and thinking differently. I mean, before I got with him, I was definitely not thinking the same as I am now. You know, I was an entertainer, now I'm in a relationship.
Right.
So it's two totally different mindsets.
Yeah, like you said, you didn't even expect it to be a relationship.
No.
But see, that's what I mean. Like,
he wasn't even my type. I like African Americans. I didn't really like.
But see, so like, think like this, right? You a guy. You're in your 20s, maybe late 20s, early 30s even, right? You got some money in your pocket. You can go to the club. You can meet a Lacey Jane. You can meet a such and such. You can meet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Atlanta, there's not a place you're going to go and not meet an attractive woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it makes it very difficult. And then if you're a man of certain stature, you're attractive to them.
Right.
Because you ain't really got to come in there looking like fucking, you know what I mean, Idris Elba or something. Like, you ain't got to be too overly handsome.
Yeah.
But if you're established, you got some jewelry on, you look nice.
I mean, that's like bitches. As long as you got ass, it don't matter about no face.
There it is. So you are, in a sense, you're a target to these women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're a target to these women. You popular.
Absolutely.
Oh, such and such know you. You know her.
Absolutely.
And I know she don't fuck with just anybody.
Right.
So you know what I mean?
Right.
So it makes it like that. So even like with your situation, like obviously your boyfriend had his own thing going before you, but since he's been with you, you've been an asset to his image and his brand.
Of course, yes.
You know what I mean? So bitches will look at that and be like, well, shit, he used to talk to Lacey. So
right.
if she fuck with him, and I know she don't fuck with nobody like that.
Right, absolutely.
He gotta be that nigga.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, definitely. I definitely feel that people would tell me to stop posting him because it's just getting more bitches in his DMs, and I'm like, okay, go try him. Yeah. If it works out, let me know. Like everybody always telling me to like hide my relationship, but I'm not. I want bitches to try him. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know if we solid or not before I have a baby, and before I give you my last name, and before I give everything up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you can't be faithful, that's fine. We can still be best friends.
That make a ton of sense, though.
You know,
I ain't thinking of it like that, but yeah, you're right. But I know that's how I look at it. Though. I know for a fact, like you being who you were, you know, and who you are, and people look at it like you were. She's a stripper. She in videos with all the famous rappers. She driving nice luxury vehicles. She with diamonds and all this stuff. And she stopped doing so much shit to be in a relationship with this man.
Everything.
What does he have?
Absolutely.
Like, what does he have that's making her do that? Yeah. What is he doing to her? And I know that other women are seeing that shit and they're like, oh, that shit is attractive.
Yeah, and then I'd sit there and brag on him all day, every day. And
I want to fuck your man because he your man.
Absolutely, yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And vice versa, because niggas going to want to fuck you because you his girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they want to feel like they on his level, like, oh, he getting money, or he doing this, or he doing that, or he got a clothing line.
She fucking with me.
Lit too.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can take her from him. Like, I mean, it's a lot of competition with this shit. Like,
absolutely.
This shit don't be genuine. It
is a lot of competition.
Shit.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? Just to take you to see. I don't even want to keep you. I just want to see if I can get you to leave from where you at.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So
I ain't going. I ain't going for none of that.
So you ready to have kids?
Yeah. I'm ready to get married first.
Okay.
And like I said, marriage is just a piece of paper, honestly. But it gives me a sense of security that at least we're gonna try to be a family. Because I mean, you know, in 20 years, if I want to live in Italy and he wants to live in Atlanta, we don't have to be together. Our kids are grown. We've you know, grown apart, and that's fine. But if we're gonna have a child, then I need us to be a unit and be a team and be a family, and we all need to have the same motherfucking last name.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But marriage isn't forever.
Yeah. I think marriage is business.
It is. It's a partnership.
That's what I think. My perspective differs from a lot of people. I don't necessarily view it as that you know, getting married in a castle honeymoon type shit. I look at it as a business. You know what I mean? It's
a partnership, absolutely.
And there will be times where you're married to a person you don't want to have sex with. There'll be times you're married to a person that you're not getting along with. You don't sleep in a bed with or whatever, right? And at the end of the day, even though we might not be on the same page, these little motherfuckers that's running around, right? We gotta put them in a position.
We got a team over here, man.
Legacy.
Yeah,
that's our legacy.
Yes.
So, you know, when people say, "Oh, well, they just stay together for the kids" or whatever like that, I don't think that's bad.
No.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why not stay together for your children so your children can have that structure? At least
to a certain age, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That they can understand it and it don't put them through
like
depression.
Personally, like, you know, I mean, if my parents, like, you know, they've been married almost 40 years or something like that, I mean, I feel like they're two totally different people, you know, and they, you know, they have a great marriage, but you know, if my dad wants to move to Florida and be a fisherman all day, my mom wants to, you know, move to Atlanta with her children, I think that should be okay. Yeah. You know, like, I don't think they should have to be together forever if they don't want to be.
Right, and that's what people do. They put that stigma on
like, I don't
marriage.
Need them to be
like,
together.
It has to be this way. Like, you know what I mean? And it doesn't. Like, I feel like... That's the thing. Like, there's no textbook way to do this shit.
It's not, no.
Like, everybody's situation is different. Your marriage might be an open marriage. My marriage might be a conservative marriage. My marriage might be, we might sleep in 2 different beds in the same room. You know what I mean?
My grandparents did that.
See what I mean? Like, so it's really up to what works for you.
Exactly, yes.
But people, like, with social media and film and all this shit, people see stuff and say, well, mine needs to be like theirs.
Right.
But you don't know what theirs is when the camera is
on. You do not.
You know what I'm saying?
You have no idea.
You do not know how we go back and forth.
The small little things that you can't
details.
Capture. Exactly. You know, you can't capture everything.
Yeah, so it just looks perfect online, but it's not perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not perfect. And I think people have that expectation of marriage.
Right.
Because the wedding is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah. See, I don't even want a wedding.
And all this shit. So it's
I'm not doing none of that.
When that shit is over, then we've been in this motherfucker for a year, 2 years, and all that. And then we going back and forth over who was supposed to move this or pick this up or clean that. You know what I mean? That's when you know you're really in a relationship.
Right.
When you like, oh, you don't never pick shit up. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You were supposed to bring this or do that. Like, man, listen.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. Like, if we can get through that kind of shit,
Yeah.
like that's what marriage is to me. Like,
It really is a
agreeing
partnership, though.
to work together,
Yeah.
even when we don't want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm devoting myself to you, even when we don't want to. I don't care what your family thinks, what your friends think, and yada, yada, yada.
Yes.
So, what's that like for you? Like, how important is it, the opinion of your friends and your family on your relationship? Is that something that you consider, or you like, look, y'all don't gotta like him, I love him?
Oh, actually, my parents really do like my boyfriend. He's actually the first boyfriend I ever introduced to them.
I see him in photos all together.
Yeah, that's the first boyfriend I brung home since I moved away.
Okay.
Because it's real. Yeah. But my sister and him, they fight a lot because they're like brother and sister. What? And you know, she's known him just as long as I have, and he has a brother that we've known just as long as we've known him. And so, you know, they're just kind of like brother and sister, and she, my sister thinks a lot of me, and so she
don't want you to be treated a certain way.
Well, she just thinks I deserve better. But she loves him, and you know, she's gonna have my back regardless of whatever I, you know, choose to do. But my sister, her opinion means more to me than anybody's in the entire world.
Okay. What do you think, though? Do you feel like you get what you deserve, or do you feel like you deserve better?
I think I mean, I'm a real good girl. I've never been a cheater. You know, I'll give up everything. You know, I mean, that's what I did. I did give up everything. So I do deserve the best. And he has not been the best. But I see him improving every day and making effort, and I'm crazy about him. And so I'm willing to give him time, and, you know, I got faith in him.
Let me ask you this now, because I hear women say that, right? And I'm a guy. I got women that are my friends, like you're a friend of mine.
Yeah, you do have a lot of
I want the
girlfriends.
best for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when I think from a male perspective or from a logical perspective, when people say that, like, this person deserves the best or want the best, what really is the best?
There's not perfect.
There's no perfection.
There's not.
There's no.
And it's really just who you're kind of like you're comparing yourself to.
Yeah.
Because if I compare my relationship to my girlfriend's relationships, oh, mine's the best in the world. Mm-hmm. But if I compare mine to like fucking Obama, it's not the best.
Right, you like,
know
why
what I'm
am
saying?
I not the first lady yet? Like, you know what I mean?
Shit. It's just
like,
all really. It's just really who you're comparing yourself
yeah.
to. So you really just can't compare. It's just you should just compare to where it began and where you are now.
I think with men, like, even for us, it's like a lot of times that deserve the best or let me be the best, whatever. I think it puts a lot of unwarranted pressure on us as men.
Yeah.
And I think for some men, it'll push us to the point to, that we regress rather than progress.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, you deserve the best, but I'm not that. And if I come to terms with myself that I'm not the best or I'm not perfect, I'm going to stop giving that effort because I'll never, in my eyes, I'll never be good enough for you.
Right.
And you're constantly reminding me.
No,
that
I
I'll
don't
never
do that.
Be good
I don't
enough
remind some of.
Yeah. But a lot of people do. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I don't bitch and bicker at all. Like I'm always telling him how thankful I am for him and everything like that. But I mean, I'm not perfect. You know, like I came from an entertainer to being in a relationship, so I had to do a lot of like adjusting myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I was doing or saying is just not what you do in a relationship. So I mean, I went, I'm not, perfect either, but I am a really good girl. And
that's the importance right there. The fact that as a woman you can say it yourself, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not perfect.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm pretty perfect now. No.
I hear women
but I
say
get
that,
detter
like,
every day.
Like, man, I deserve the best, but I don't never hear them say, "Oh, he deserved the best." Like,
he definitely does. He deserves definitely a good woman.
This is a thought, not targeting you, but I hear women say a lot, right? They deserve the best, but then I'm like, so does the man deserve the best? And then it's almost like I'm already the best. Like, I'm me being me as a woman, the woman I
ain't got nothing to work on.
Nothing to work. I'm already the best. He's lucky to be with me. And it's like, all right, cool. He's lucky to be with you. Are you lucky to be with him?
Right.
And it's like, it's like almost in a sense the ego gets in the way or the pride gets in the way, whereas like women don't view themselves like they need to improve on things or do
Yeah.
things differently or do things better.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you want this man to pay your rent, pay your bills, buy you a house, buy you a
Right.
multi-carat ring, put you, you know what I mean, on planes to every country in the world.
Yeah.
But it's like, but what are you going to do
Yeah.
to make him want to do that?
Absolutely right.
You know what I mean? So when I see men do that, like even like I see your relationship and I say, all right, cool. Well, obviously you're doing something that this man is comfortable enough to do
Yeah.
this shit. You know what I mean? Because there's an abundance of women that I'm sure he's dealt with in life that would have never got that treatment.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's women in my life that would have never gotten certain treatment.
Right.
And then there's women in my life that I want to do everything.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? I'll
right.
die about them. So
Right.
it's like you have to do something to
Yeah,
make that man comfortable enough to
absolutely.
want to be that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You
Yes.
can't just say because I look good or because
Right, no.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm Lacey with the blonde hair and my ass fat. You lucky to talk to me. Like, no.
No, yeah, no. I had to learn a lot and bring something to the table because I was just making money for the last 10 years. I wasn't building up to be a housewife or a chef or a
Yeah.
maid or anything like that. You know, I was
Yeah.
having cleaners come to my house. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I had to like, what can I bring to the table? You know, because if I'm not gonna be making money, I got to bring more to the table now. You know, and what I bring to the table is way more than money could ever be, could ever bring you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why he takes care of me and spoils me because the shit that I bring to the table is what money can't buy.
Right.
So,
But you spoil him in return.
yes.
Treat him good in
I
return.
live for my boyfriend. Like, I'm on his schedule. I move everything around, so I'm home when he's home. I cook when he's hungry. I plan everything. Like, you know, I do all this code of leaf shit and
Assistant, his manager, his wife, his
everything is
his
made.
porn star, his maid, his chef.
I'm
his
everything.
right?
Like
Yeah.
back in the day when I was an entertainer, I used to be lazy as hell. I used to be like just sleep all day, go out to eat,
'Cause
and-
that's the life
and
how
maybe
it
go to
is, right?
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how the fuck
Now,
yeah.
bro, I'm so busy all day long, running hella errands, cleaning, cooking, like planning shit. Like I'm exhausted by the end of the day now. And I'm not even working. I'm just doing so much other shit now.
You supporting him?
Yes, you know, I'm living for him. Like, so I'm so busy. Like, I feel like I have a fucking job now.
But that's the thing. Like to me, that is the give and the take. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like he's giving you the security. He's
Yeah.
giving you the financial stability. He's,
Yeah.
You know, eventually
He don't
he's gonna
need me
give
to
you
make
the-
money.
the
He
last
needs
thing.
me to do other things.
Listen,
You know?
that's it right there. That's
Yeah.
it right there. Listen, that's usually the case with men. We do not need the woman
He doesn't.
to take care
It'd be a
of
waste
us
of time for
financially.
us,
Right.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like most of the time, you chose me as a man because I was already financially stable enough for me to be your man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you wouldn't pick me if that was the case. So if I'm already in that position where I don't need you financially,
Yeah.
what can you do that's going to make me say, all right, yeah, I need her?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I need her. I need her
Yeah.
to be around because if
Yeah.
not, none of this shit moved the way I needed to move.
It doesn't. You
know what
don't
I
think
mean?
the same way. You're not moving the same way. You don't feel the same way. Like, he can't live without me now.
Yeah. Like I've noticed, like with your relationship, like even with the we're gonna get into this coded leaf, but I've noticed like with your relationship, like dealing with coded leaf and stuff like that. Like I'll see you behind the tables at the event selling the merchandise. I'll see
Absolutely.
you marketing. I'll see you recruiting
I
girls to
box shit up,
you get
pack
what I'm
shit up,
saying?
and take it
I've
to the
seen
post office.
Yeah, so like those things where it's like you make yourself like a part of
I make
his
myself
life.
useful, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Whereas a lot of times in relationships, it's like, especially with men that are financially, you know, successful, it's like the woman looks at it as, well, I shouldn't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You have the money to hire others to do everything.
Yeah.
So just get my nails done, get my hair done, buy me this, take me here,
Yeah.
and call me when you're done with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right.
So, because as a man, it's like, yo, if you make X amount of dollars a year and you go out and you work all day or you hustle all day or you get money or whatever and you come home and ain't nothing in the house done, nothing changed, the same shit that was here was not moved or picked up or whatever. And we men, we messy, we throw shit around, we leave shit around. We coming in after hours outside, I'm throwing this hoodie on the couch.
Y'all don't close
you know,
drawers,
we don't do none
nothing.
of that shit, right? But that's what we want
Yeah.
from the woman.
Yeah.
Like love me on that level that you know what I mean? You ain't gotta be my slave or my servant. If you look at it like that, then I'm not the man for you.
Right, exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not the man for you because you wouldn't look at your son like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't look at your dad like that.
I'm hands and feet. Like, what do you want? You hungry? Everything.
Cater to me.
Also because I love him. You know, I mean, I can go make my own money if I wanted, but I love to do that. Right. I love to take care of him.
But that's what it boils down to. The fact that you could go make your own money.
Yeah.
And you choose to
And
be
that's
with him.
why he fucks with me too, because he's known me since I moved here. He's seen me come up. He's seen me when I came down here in a pink Lexus truck. You know what I'm saying? I've had 3 Range Rovers. He bought me a Range Rover for my birthday. I had 2 before him. You know what I'm saying? So he knew that I could get my own money, and I have my own little motion going on. So that's what attracted, you know, me to him to me. You know, that I can get it on my own, and that's why he wanted to take care of me, because he knew I can do it on my own.
Because you're not a bum bitch that needs somebody to take care of them.
Right. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So for you to settle down and lock in with me, it was a choice.
Yes,
absolutely. It wasn't. I didn't
need him.
I wasn't a come up.
Listen, I made such good money, and you know he takes care of me now. But I mean, I was making a lot more money than what he gives me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was fine with not making as much. I'm fine. I don't.
Because you're happy.
Yes, because I'm happy. Yes, I choose love over money. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's crazy.
And I'm happy.
That's dope.
You know, if I wasn't in peace, you know, I'm back at it. It's not like I'm fat and ugly and I can't get back at it. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely could shake back whenever, but nah, I feel you. I feel you. So, have you lost friends due to your relationship?
Oh yeah.
For real?
I've lost followers, friends.
All that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, because all my friends were entertainers. They're all porn stars, escorts, strippers. I don't have any regular job friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you know, they're tired of me. All I do is post about my relationship. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have much to talk about anymore. They're all money hungry. We live 2 different lives now, you know, and I don't go to content events, and it's just, I'm not in the mix anymore. So I don't have that, you know, relationship anymore with them. And it's cool. I actually want friends who are more like me now. I want friends.
Let's do some couple retreats and shit
that
right?
have a real job and who have kids and a family. Structure and, you know, who aren't just so money hungry. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was never money hungry. I was, you know,
when I was younger, I used to date strippers a lot, right?
Yeah.
And I would always, like, in the beginning, it'll always be so smooth, but it'll always get to that point where the conflict would come from the structure. Like, I had a structured life.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Working and doing certain things in a manner where it's like, my shit is structured.
Yeah.
And the stripper does what the fuck she want to do when she want to do it.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So
There's no schedule.
Right. So then you got to deal with this woman saying, let's go here this weekend. And you're like, well, I got to do this.
Right. I gotta work, bitch.
Fuck no. Drop that shit. Let's go do this. And it's like, I can't.
Right. Yeah.
These are responsibilities.
Right.
And it's like, you know, a lot of times with the strippers, they're like, nigga, no, I'm going now. Like, we going today. Like, how? How can you just up and go?
No, my life has totally been, like, done a 180, you know, just from the life I was living to now, you know, and the friends and people I was around, and it's just totally different. Like,
then you realize a lot of those friends were associates, rather. You know what I'm saying?
No, they weren't like,
Yeah, like we just got money at the same place or some shit
like
that.
So it was kind of just using each other, really. You know what I'm saying?
you popular, I'm popular.
Yeah,
let's be friends.
Exactly.
I mean?
Yeah.
So
because we had the same interest and the same, you know, thing.
At that time,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that shit go.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this coated leaf. Like, tell me about the brand. I know that I've been seeing it for the last, I guess maybe almost 2 years now. Last year.
Yeah. So my boyfriend actually had it before we started dating.
Okay.
But we were friends, so he was like, you know, have your girls wear this and stuff like that. And so I just started. I mean, I fell in love with it. I'm really into organic shit. You know, I like the, I like the healthy shit.
Yeah.
So it's organic and it's loungewear too. I'm really into like dressing comfy all the time.
Right.
So I just went with it too and just pretty much made it like my own. Like, you know,
because that's what a lot of us thought, right?
Everybody thinks it's mine.
Yeah, that's what a lot of us thought. And it's like, no disrespect to your boyfriend or anything, but like, I didn't know it until I seen you with it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So that's one of those perks of him being in a relationship with you. Where
Of course.
It's like,
yeah.
y'all
I've had
benefit each
all
other.
my girlfriends wear it and post it, and it's definitely like.
Definitely all the OnlyFans girls been wearing the panties. I've been seeing the panties
Yeah.
everywhere.
Right.
Like girls I didn't even know you knew. I'm like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
you shooting content in coated leaf panties. Like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
right. The waist
So, yeah, that's
snatching
dope.
panties,
You know
but
what I mean?
it's all organic, 100% cotton.
This shit not iron pressed. This is stitched, embroiled.
Yeah, and so
quality
it's
material.
good for your skin. It's good for the planet. We have a sustainable company. But yeah, it's just basic loungewear, you know. A lot of it's unisex that we have, but we do have some girls' pieces. But it's a lot of it's like for the girls it's called waist snatching. So it kind of just like brings in your waist.
Almost like a compression.
Because I'm natural, so I need to have clothes that kind of like make me look snatched.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So that's kind of why I came up with these waist snatching things. Because if I like them, then other girls will like them.
I
you
like
know?
when it should be tight to the point where it's like it's squeezed and they make everything else poke
Exactly.
out. You get what I'm saying?
That's how like the panties are, the
Yeah.
waist snatching panties. But we do so good with it. Like it's super popular. But our most popular like item is just plain white and black tees. You know, like you get from Polo. Besides, we have a little leaf on it. You know what I'm saying? And then we started doing different color leaves to match your different color sneakers you got. You know, so we got like light blue and red and yellow to match your sneakers. But, you know, guys want like a fresh tee, a fresh white tee every day.
That's always been our thing.
Yes,
that's
or a
always
black tee. I
nice,
love
crispy,
men in black
yeah.
tees. Like that's my favorite. A plain black tee. Don't wear no Gucci or Louis.
Yeah.
Just wear a plain black tee. I'm gonna be
That
all
do it.
over you. Yeah. So that's what our most seller is our plain tees. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wants a fresh tee every day. But everything does really well, and everybody's so supportive. Like all my homegirls are just so supportive, and you know, I never really had anything for anybody to buy besides like ass videos. So you know,
merchandising, and that's major.
yeah, I never had merchandise. Like I had posters at one time, and had lighters, but like this is actually to wear for men and women.
Yeah, something that'll last.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that you like. It's comfortable and good for you. You know, you always like, you know, pay attention to what kind of lotion or body wash, and you should pay attention to what clothes. Like a lot of these big clothing companies that we get our clothes are trash ass clothing.
I never
Like,
thought about that. I never
They're
knew
bad
to
for your
even think
skin.
like that.
I mean, your skin's your largest organ on your body, so you have to take care of your largest organs, you know, and you don't get to go buy new skin. You know, you can go buy a new ass, but can't buy new skin.
I never thought about, like, you know, because we'll buy shit. Like, I remember, like when you just talking about white tees, we'll go to the gas station and grab a white tee.
Yeah.
Like, we don't give a fuck where it came from.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
we
not
never
good
thought
quality,
about that shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I need something to put on today.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, we'll just
Right,
throw
and
this
just
white tee
throw
on
it
or whatever.
away,
Yeah,
though.
and it's
Versus
gone.
our tees, you can wash them a million times. They're not going to lose their form. They're not going to get smaller. They're not going to be dingy. So that's what we take pride in, too, is just the quality of them, too.
Got sets and stuff.
So let me see the
this
pants.
This the set right here that I seen the ladies in.
So look at it. Look at the butt.
Ooh, it's gonna cup. That's the cuppage right there.
That it's like a butt shaper because I'm all natural and so my butt hangs because it's natural. Yeah. So like
and it's heavy.
It's heavy. Yeah. So like these bring it up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Make it look rounder. Yeah. You know, like
a support bra or something like that, right?
Like a what?
Like a support bra or like
yeah,
a push-up bra or something?
Yeah. So it's like a butt shaper. So these are really popular. We have these sets in like 3 different colors.
Yeah, those specifically are the ones that
they're
really
super stretchy.
I've been seeing the girls in.
Yeah, and the waist, the band's so thick that it just like snatches your ass. You know what I'm saying? So the girls like, they definitely like this shit.
I gotta get my baby mama some of that. Or
they're only
$40
too.
For sure.
Yeah.
What y'all got something coming up for Christmas? Like you know how we on a Christmas sale or something like that?
Yeah, we did a Black Friday sale, and then like a Cyber Monday, and it did really good.
I'm really doing this shit.
Yeah, and actually, I don't care about clothes. I'm super basic when it comes to my clothes. I like comfy clothes, but my boyfriend's very stylish, and then I'm into organic. So it kind of just like went hand in hand.
Yeah.
And then I'm a model,
Yep.
so I can model the fucking clothes. And I'm a promoter. I've
There
been
it
promoting
is.
for 10
You
fucking
be getting
years.
these motherfuckers on it. I've
You
been
know what I'm
seeing
saying?
them,
So it's
yeah.
like it kind of just went hand in hand, like, you know, to
That's
be a
amazing.
partner with it, and I love it. I love having a business with him. It just,
It's like y'all child, like a baby.
it is,
right?
and like we get to travel together and go to like pop-up shops, and we get to wear matching outfits.
That's dope for a relationship because it gives you stuff to work on together, to
Yeah,
collaborate on,
and we
to
see it
talk
grow
about.
together.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like
Yes.
an added motivation. In a
Yes.
sense. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you be in a relationship so long, we don't know what the fuck to talk about. You know what I mean? Or what are we going to do? I don't know. Like, so to have something that y'all can share a passion in. and be
right.
Like, yeah, this shit is.
Right.
keeps
I
y'all
wouldn't really
going.
say it's my passion because I'm not stylish or
Right, I feel
really
you.
into clothes. But like I said, I'm into organic shit. And I'm just here to make my boyfriend's dreams come true. Because I don't really have dreams.
Oh man! if only I hope they hear that and receive that very well because I feel like that's the
He
thing.
has the biggest dreams ever. And where I come from, it's so small. I mean, he's from the Bronx, so people in the Bronx have really big dreams.
Oh, he grew up in New York.
Yes, he moved here when he
real?
was 15 to Georgia.
What?
Yeah. So where I'm from in Kentucky, we don't have big dreams. We're very small-minded there. So I didn't grow up having big dreams.
That boy from the Bronx and got him a Kentucky white girl. Let's
Bro,
go.
I took him to Kentucky. That was fucking a culture shock for
He's
real.
What the fuck going on out here?
That was definitely a
Damn.
culture shock for him. I mean, I love the hood and the Bronx and shit like
Kentucky,
that.
like y'all killing y'all prey. Like y'all kill what you eat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
huge hunters.
You don't know how to do that.
fishermen. Yeah,
Don't get lost in the woods with me.
yeah.
I would not. You would not survive with me.
Well,
don't know
I
how
got
to
your
hunt
back.
nothing.
I'm definitely a country girl at
Yeah.
heart.
I'll be behind you, like shoot that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do
Oh
it.
my God.
I can't do it. Like I seen somebody
Yeah, I wanna-
I think I seen somebody like gutted. Like it was a.
Okay,
deer,
well,
like,
I'm
they
not doing
gut
all
the deer and
that. I'm trying to
shit.
be a vegan over here, so I'm gonna get my own garden and grow my own garden.
That'd be
but
dope.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want a garden.
Y'all gotta Speaking of that, like y'all you branching off into tobacco leaves, right?
So yeah, so that's so crazy. I mean, it's called coated leaf, so it only makes sense. And we're really big smokers. Me and my boyfriend, we smoke a lot, and we just hate backwoods, but we hate like papers also. So we wanted to come out with like something different, and I wanted to bring him back home to Kentucky, and he was like, all right, I'll go home with you if you set me up with a tobacco farmer. So I was like, all right. I mean,
Who
this
just
tobacco.
thinks like that though? That's crazy. I would have never.
Well,
thought to say, yeah.
I told him that that's what I grew up around a lot.
That's
was
what they did
Tobacco and corn.
So he saw the opportunity in that, like, oh, we can do this.
Yeah,
Like,
and so my dad set up with his best friend. He's a tobacco farmer, and it just took off. Like, and I've been learning so much about tobacco. I'm like, damn, I grew up around this my whole life, did not give no fucks about it, didn't even look at it, and now like it's like so interesting now, and like just the process. And now he wants to buy land up there, and I'm like, I'm really like over here going back to my roots. It's crazy,
full circle, right?
right?
So, tell me more about like the how do you like? Cause so many people smoke.
Yeah.
Niggas not thinking about getting their own branded.
This
leaf,
is my
like,
boyfriend's idea. He's
crazy.
He has the biggest dreams ever, and I don't have any dreams. Like I don't. I don't have dreams besides having a family.
Yeah.
And he's gonna make that happen for me one day. But I'm just here, to help him in whatever he wants to do. Why he makes sure I'm happy in life.
That's crazy.
Like I said, it's partnership. We're a team over here.
When do we expect that? Like with the tobacco. The coconut leaf
So our first batch just came in, and so they have to. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
imagine.
We have to get like a cooler because it has to stay fresh. But we already have our packaging. We're working on tobacco license. So we just got our first batch, and we've been actually testing because there's like so many different types of tobacco. Like
I did not know that.
I know. I didn't
I thought
even.
it was
I grew.
universal.
And I
Tobacco
grew.
is just
I
universal.
know. So we've been testing out smoking different like tobacco leaves and what we want to do, and so it's just a process. But in the next year, definitely we should have it on the shelves.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
see you with like weed strains, but
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, it is different.
That's
but coded
That's him
leaf
thinking out the
kind of.
box. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I already know he gonna figure out a way to put the leaf with the clothes or something. Watch.
Definitely.
Gonna get there. Like, yeah,
Definitely.
Right, that's dope.
He's a hustler, so
I like
he's,
that for him, yeah.
and I actually really genuinely support these ideas that he has. It's not like I'm just like, oh, whatever you want to do, I'll help with. No, I'm like, oh, this actually is a great idea, and I definitely can be a benefit to that. So let's do it.
And there's execution behind it. It's not just saying, oh, I want to do this, and then we just go back to watching TV.
I mean, well, because he has the money, you know what I'm saying, and I can just kind of put things together. So I mean, he's taking advantage of the situation, and so I'm with it.
Speaking of money, right? That's something, when you said that, it just popped in my head, right? So, I'm sure other people said this to you, but as long as I've been following you, and I've seen even times where, like, in your relationship with your boyfriend, I've seen you post large amounts of money. And
I don't do that no more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. The shit would scare me.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's like, yo, it's not safe. You know what I mean?
No more, I know.
Everybody don't got it. Everybody don't got it. You know what I mean?
A lot of people are hurting, man.
Yeah, and a lot of people that's around you don't have it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of times we think, like, where we at in life, the people around us are in the same place, and they're not all there.
Because of their Instagram.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So people will see that and be like, yo, and whether it's jealousy, and this is the thing, right? My fear was more so for you. Because he a grown man. He can handle his. You know what I mean? He know how to protect himself and handle his. You know what I mean? But you Lacey Jane, with Atlanta, everybody here know who you are. You can't hide.
I can't.
You stand out.
I do.
So it's like, don't do that because.
But what's the difference between a bunch of money and a bunch of jewelry?
Jewelry, money I can spend it now.
Yeah.
Jewelry, I gotta know somebody that can move it.
Yeah,
do this,
and
that,
you can't really call the police on.
Yeah, people don't.
I don't have insurance on my money.
Yeah, so but cash.
Yeah.
Like this is because you think about it, people that are broke or people that are less than or whatnot, they don't think jewelry.
Yeah.
They think cash.
Right.
Cash pays my bills. Cash should feed my kid. Cash should do this.
True.
Cash should get me that. If most people think like even like in the black community, like somebody snatch a chain or do some shit like that, niggas don't even try to bust it down. They usually try to wear it for clout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to wear your chain for the clout because I know your shit say this and everybody going to know it's yours.
True.
So they're not even thinking about money when they think jewelry. Usually.
Right.
A lot of times they thinking just, it's the clout on it. It's like the manhood, the pride I took from you.
Yeah.
There's some beef behind it.
Right.
Money is like, nah, they come from money is different. So I would, I've seen it and I'm like, yo, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. I actually posted some the other day and my homegirl hit me and was like, girl, it's not a good time of the year. People are really hurting. Yeah. And I did. I told her thank you and I love you and I took that shit down.
For real, because and I love you though. I don't want to see that shit like, nothing happen to nobody because of that. Like it's jealousy. Yeah. Because it's not like you.
I don't blame him.
You promote your happiness. You promote your love and your relationship and being in a healthy situation and all that stuff, and it's like everybody ain't gonna like that shit.
No,
they
don't like
even some of the women.
Yeah,
because you think about it, like you come from that strip club, and a lot of those girls in the strip club cutthroat, and they know niggas that are coming in and be like, "Yo, who he?" Because that was one of the things I used to tell people all the time when I first moved to Atlanta. When I was in DC, we was in the strip club every night. Yeah, I came to Atlanta, I wasn't going to the strip club.
Oh, okay,
because I don't know people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I can't come in here and try to compete with that man.
Right.
Throw X amount of dollars and then I look like a target or I look stupid. Right. Or, you know what I mean? Especially if I'm by myself.
True, yeah.
Because that's what it was when I first got here. I came alone.
Right, yeah.
So, that was my thing. But that was always something I wanted to mention to you. Like, yo, that shit. Like, I mean, I love to see it. Yeah. But your close friends or whatever.
I don't have no close friends. These bitches ain't close to me.
But nah, that's, because
I know. I
just don't want,
I know. I'm actually so tired of like thieves and stuff. Like my car, I've had my Range Rover stolen twice. I've had my house broken into twice. So I definitely understand where you're coming from, and I'm tired of it myself. Yeah, for real. But we should be able to show, like, our...
in a perfect world, we should be able to.
But then also, it's, it's hard out here, man. It's hard out here for a lot of people, and it definitely, can strike a nerve.
You can't show me like, you know what I mean, like show me you successful and then show me where the success is at. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like, nah,
Yeah.
that's why
But
I go
it's not
places.
my money. No.
Yeah, but you his pride and joy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You his pride and joy.
Yeah, he worries about me a lot when I go out and stuff, and
This
but
shit
you know,
treacherous, yo.
but you know me, I'm always strapped,
Yeah,
and then you know I don't drink. I have a cocktail or two, so I'm always on my feet, and you know I'm really like not a ditzy kind of girl. You know, I really am.
You ain't
really
talking to just anybody. You ain't in everybody's
no,
section.
I'm not
Yeah.
laughing with people. No, you know, so I understand where you're coming from, of course, you know, and it's just these days I feel like everybody's ruthless as fuck.
Yeah, they are. But you know, like you said, other friends have mentioned it to you. It has become a concern. You know what I mean? Because we see like, yo, y'all winning.
Yeah.
Keep winning, but you know, don't. That's why I love Tom Brady. People hate Tom Brady. Because he win too much.
Oh,
like, you get what
and
I'm
he
saying?
posts it and
Nah,
stuff?
not so much posted. It's just that people get tired of seeing you win over and over.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like at some
I've been
point,
winning since birth.
Right. At some point, I need to see you take a L. Because if you don't, then you know what I mean?
But that's why
it comes off like it's unfair to some people.
Which, yes, I can see that. But I am blessed because I'm a good person.
yeah. I mean, you definitely are. But everybody's not. So let's you know. But that's that. But so let me ask you this: when you was online and everything, like you said a few minutes ago, and whatnot, you've actually transitioned into a point where you would make or take less money online because you rather have happiness in your relationship. Mm-hmm. So prior to that, like, talk to me about your numbers. How was things when you were like really in it? Like, what kind of money was you making?
Bro, like, so when I was dancing, I was making super good money. But I hated dancing, for one, because my feet hurt. That was my biggest thing. My feet would fucking hurt from wearing heels.
Fucking clear glass ass. Yeah,
6-inch fucking heels. And then it was like cold as fuck in there, and like guys could like touch on me and shit. So when I was in Follies, I was doing everything I could on the internet just to build my Instagram up, do the Connect Pal, music videos. Yeah. So I was literally making more on my phone than I was sitting in the strip club waiting on people to come through. So, you know, 'cause I needed to be at home to make videos and FaceTimes and all that shit. Yeah. I was really missing out on money being in that fucking strip club, you know? And then, like I said, I had all these followers. They can't come see me in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I had to think of something that I could do to make money online, you know?
So online money was better than the money in the club?
Absolutely, yes. I was making double. And not having to pay nobody. I mean, I was paying OnlyFans. They take 20%. Yeah. But, you know, when I was going to Follies, I was, you know.
You ain't got to leave your house. You ain't got to pay tip out.
I don't have to put no makeup on. I ain't got to put no heels on. It's safer. It's cleaner. It's warmer. I don't have to deal with no bitches. Yeah, no one can touch me. No one can just
take the money.
Or not pay me.
Yeah. You know how many girls I know that'll leave their bag for a second and they shit get snatched?
Yeah.
Like, oh, somebody took my bag.
I'm or like I'll dance like 10 songs for a guy and he'll ask me for my number and I'll say no and he won't pay me. Type shit, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I was just thought, what can I do to work, you know, smarter, not harder, you know? So yeah, and then the OnlyFans shit, like, well, just the whole like internet thing. I mean, it was just like a lifestyle, you know, versus like strip club is just like at nighttime or, you know, but this was a lifestyle. I was traveling to Thailand with 16 other bitches to shoot content.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that one. I seen y'all with the elephants and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, so, you know, it was just a whole lifestyle around that. And I have made my own business, Lacey Jane Incorporated, because to do my taxes, and I wrote everything off, like, because everything was around that lifestyle, you know, the traveling, the cars, the makeup, the hair, the outfits, everything, you know. So I was able to do that, and I mean, yeah, it was like,
I didn't know you could do that. I didn't think about like that, to travel, to do
everything.
Like, you literally are traveling to a beautiful country, and it's really kind of a vacation
in a villa,
but you living, like, you know what I mean, seeing parts of the world.
But we're working, man. We're promoting each other, making videos, you know, definitely. And so
so why don't you? I mean, you're a hell of a promoter.
Yeah.
And you come from that, and I know girls that, because this is the thing, right? I follow a few accounts of like some fine ass white girls. Mm-hmm. And I told you this before in private, where I was like, yo, all these white girls, they always, it's like they praise you.
Yeah.
Like you like the, you know, like how you go to like grandma's house, they got the picture of Jesus on the wall. It's like,
oh my God,
that's the picture of Lacey on the wall. Like that's the one I want to be like. You know what I mean? And it's almost like you're a prototype to them.
Yeah.
Like there's quite a few that I follow currently.
Yeah.
That post you.
I still think that.
Yeah, post you, shout you out, and all that stuff, and like they follow you, and I've seen them
because
like,
they relate to me.
Yeah.
You know, they're from a small town. They have natural body. They're probably from a white, you know, town, you know, and so they can relate to me, you know what I'm saying? And that's why they just see me like where I come from, the same place they probably come from, and where I am now, and that's just motivation and whatever, you know?
That's dope, though. It's like, not pressure, but it's like, damn, like, you really don't realize sometimes, like, how far your influence can go.
Yeah.
Because like you said earlier, you 30, you know what I mean, 31 now. A lot of these girls are 20, 21,
I know.
22. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
at 21, you might not even had that type of example to be like, when I go to Atlanta, I'm going to be like such and such.
No, I did not.
You know what I mean?
I
So
did not look
almost
up
like,
to anybody.
It's a risk.
Yeah.
Like, I might go out here and they might not fuck with me at all.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely,
I mean?
yeah.
I'm the one that stands out because I can imagine. I remember I used to date this girl. She's Dominican, and she worked at Stadium in D.C., and she would cry at the way the girls would treat her.
Okay, yeah.
Because she stood out. You know what I mean? The hair was long and straight. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? The
Yeah,
skin
being
was fair.
Dominican,
It was
right.
light skin. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was like, even though she was Dominican, people thought she was kind of like, they thought she was a white girl. They would call her a white girl. And I'm like, she don't even look white, bro. But you know what I mean? But, you know,
That's
she
funny.
was top heavy and all that shit,
Yeah.
like big boobs and stuff. So they was like, all the girls in here got big asses. Like, why you want her?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I would hear it, she would hear it, and it would make her cry sometimes. And then she ended up leaving that club.
That happened to me too. I went to Allure, and I was the only white girl in there because they had just opened, and I was the only white girl.
I came when they opened, and I seen you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't say nothing to you though.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
remember it was like when they first came,
so
and I didn't say nothing.
it's a black club, and so I got no love in there. Because why are you gonna dance the only white girl when there's all these beautiful black queens in here? So I got so much shit. Like if I was dancing with somebody, they would come up to them to the dance to the guy and be like, really, that's who you're gonna pick out of all these black girls? And you know, I would like, it would upset me, you know what I'm saying?
It's almost like they'd intimidate you they'd intimidate the customer for liking you.
They would. The customers would like, they would be like
I want to fuck with you, but
exactly,
they're gonna make this shit so uncomfortable if I do so.
Exactly. They looking at me, giving me crazy looks. I'm like, oh my God, I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, so I only danced there for 6 months, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with dancing. I'm strictly on this internet.
So how was Follies different?
Because it's like, it was like a Mexican club to start. You know what I'm saying? Before it got popular, it was a Spanish club.
Okay.
And because I'm Buford over there, you know?
Yeah, right.
And then it just was a mixed crowd. I mean, there was, I would say, more white girls than there was black girls there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it just, you know, it was just mixed, and so it was just, but it was harder to get money there because there was so much competition. So many white girls, and then so many girls that did a lot for a lot less. Yeah. So it was a lot of competition there. So I was like, I want to go to Allure, you know, where they throw money at you. You don't have to do like private, not private dances, but like single dances. You know what I'm saying? But I went there, I got no love.
Yeah,
so.
that's crazy. Like I went to Allure once. I went to Follies once. Both times I went.
Oh my God, you only been to Follies one time? I could see you there.
Yep.
You would have loved it.
I did. I went one time. It was a crazy thing, right? When I came, you were there that night, and I came with the girlfriend I just told you about that worked at the club.
Yeah, the Dominican girl.
So this was years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, we came and we saw you dance. You know, you did your set. We tipped and we just kept it moving. But you know what I mean? It just was like, because I feel like I have like a brotherly relationship with you.
Yeah.
Like when I seen you in the strip club, I seen you at Follies and I seen you at Allure. I didn't say nothing to you because I didn't want it to feel weird in a sense where it's like, yo, like I'm used to, my experiences with you, we're fully dressed. You're, you know what I mean? It's regular. So to see you at work and stuff, I'd be like, yo, I ain't really about to bother her. I'm just, you know what I mean? I support and keep it moving.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you later. But
that's all I really wanted.
So that was always kind of how it was for me. Like those couple of times I did actually come see you, but it was because I knew you were there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
so
worked there
like,
for 7 years, man.
Follies?
Follies for 7 years and Allure for 6 months.
Did you cry when they closed? Follies, you like?
No, because I had left there before they closed.
For real?
Yeah.
I would pass the sign all the time after they was closed, and then when they changed the sign, that was Batsy
Bro,
or
I
whatever.
hated that shit.
Damn,
That shit needs to burn down. That shit is evil as fuck. So much
Follies
evil fuck shit went on down
What's
in
the
there.
worst thing you ever seen? Like tell me something bad. Like
Probably like the security like knocking someone out for no reason because a bitch said they didn't, something happened.
Yeah,
But and then bitches drugging the customers. It was really sad.
they drug the customers. Would drug them and rob them, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You see why I said earlier, when I got here, I wasn't going to these places because if I'm by myself, these are the type of things I think about. Like, yo, I didn't even think about getting drugged. I always just thought about getting robbed or whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was pretty sad.
yeah, that's how my brother is. He like anytime we go somewhere, he be like, when the shit over, he like, let's go. Like we out.
Okay.
Like, we not sticking around. We
Right.
not lingering.
Okay.
Lingering. We not
Smart.
fuck them bitches. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it because she can go left in an instance. You know what
I mean, that was Follies. A lot of crazy shit went down in Follies.
That was crazy. But no, I can't like. I don't know. It was maybe I forget. Like, but I know maybe a year ago when it was real big, like in the news, where it was like this instance happened. It wasn't at Follies. It was at a regular club, I believe. But like a guy drugged this girl at a club, I guess, and he raped her in the club or something like that.
He what her in the club?
I think he raped her in the club. Oh. Yeah, like in the club, it happened in the club. So it's just like you got to be careful. You know what I mean?
And that's
People
why I
gotta be
never
careful.
drank. Never for the whole 7 years at work, I never drank because I wanted to be on my feet. I never had an argument with a bitch. I never was in any drama because I went there and I got my money and I left. Like I wasn't there to party. I'm there to get my money and get the fuck out of here.
These girls be on cocaine.
Yeah, but they because they have
to.
to be. Like it's hard to be naked and dance for a 60-year-old fucking man without no fucking drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like and like alcohol just makes you friendlier and funner and you know what I'm saying? Like my sister
Take the fear out of it.
It does, yeah.
nervousness,
You get more, you get friendlier and talkative, and you get sluttier, you know. And I didn't want to be slutty. I didn't want people to look at me like I'm easy or think they can take me to VIP or anything. So I was never drinking ever. You can't buy me no drink. You want to dance or no?
Damn. Damn. Yeah, I mean.
So it worked. I came out of there not being a druggie or an alcoholic or a prostitute.
That's a hard world to come out of. Like,
it is. And that's what I tell girls all the time. They're like, can you help me start dancing and, tell me about it? I'm like, it's not for everybody. You really got to have a strong fucking mind or you're going to be stuck in that lifestyle forever.
This shit is,
You know?
Because it'll consume.
I seen it. I was in for 7 years. I seen bitches. And bitches didn't have anything to show for it.
Because it's the money's so fucking fast.
Yeah.
That the mindset becomes, I can spend it today and get it back tonight.
Yeah, they would not have a car. They would not have a house. They would work doubles. When I danced, I worked 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That was my days. I never worked on the weekends. I wanted to go out on the weekends. So I only worked Mondays to Tuesday, Wednesdays, and these girls would be there 7 days a week working and still not have a car. And I'm like, how?
Yeah,
what are you doing with your money?
Are they making money?
Yeah, but they're giving it to a pimp, or they have drug problem, or they have a shopping problem, or they have kids, or sending it back home. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they never like elevated in there. Like they just like was in there just for the fucking fun of it.
Anybody ever try to pimp you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
For real?
Every day. Yeah. Follies is full of pimps.
You look like Sauce Walker type.
He was definitely in my DMs too.
You look like Sauce Walker
But he
type.
was always giving me props and shit. He never like tried me on that shit. But a lot of pimps respected me. Like they didn't really like want me to like give them money. They kind of wanted me to like put their other girls on game. You know what I'm saying? And teach them how to get money. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of pimps in Follies. But that's one thing I take pride in. I never had a pimp. But I understand the whole situation. I mean, for me, I think it's a partnership. A lot of these bitches are fucking lost and they need some fucking guidance, and it's a transaction. You help me to help you. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't need help.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I come from a good family. If I ever needed someone to have my back, my parents got my back. And then I had my sisters. So we were a team. I didn't need nobody. I didn't need nobody to put me on money. I can go to the gas station and get money.
It's different when you feel lonely and you feel like you ain't got nobody.
Yeah, or what to do with the money. And and so that's where pimps come. And
it's that structure.
Yeah.
It's that structure.
And so I never like was against the pimping thing, you know. It just wasn't for me because I didn't need it. But
I think a lot of times when it comes to like pimping, I think people think that it's this old school gorilla pimp mentality where it's like these girls are just in fear of the man.
No,
that's not the case. A lot of times they be in love with their pimp.
No, that's what the pimps do is they make them fall in love, and that's why all the girls give them all their money. I mean, I don't really think that's like good. Like I mean, I'll give you money to help me help you, but I'm not giving you everything. I mean, that's not how
like
business
give me
works.
Money and I give you back what I want to give you.
I'll
buy you something with it.
Yeah, right. I'll get your nails done with that shit. Like, no, I'm good. I'll buy you some. How about that?
That's the thing, but it definitely be emotionally, it's emotional. That's the thing about women, yo. Like, while we on that, it's like women are, women will give up so much.
I know, man.
And conform so much to appease a man. Yeah. And it's like, yo,
we're lovers.
Like on one side, it's like, yo, do you need him? Like, why you with him? You need him? Like, I know, because this even like in DC, right? It might not be a lot of guys pimping these girls in DC, but a lot of these girls are taking care of niggas in DC.
Wow.
Like they dance, they make a lot of money, and then you'll see the boyfriends they got, or the husbands, or the guys they dealing with, the baby fathers, and these guys don't got shit going on for themselves.
Yeah. Maybe they cook and clean.
I hope they do that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like y'all taking care of these. Like this nigga, he fresher than me, but you bought all that shit. Like you know what I mean?
Okay.
That shit weird.
See, I'm glad that I never went through that in life.
But I be wondering, like, what is it that she missing, like, for her to choose a man like that? And I be thinking, like, it's, like we said earlier, how a stripper can just do what she want when she want.
Yeah.
I think that availability is something.
But women don't fall in love with guys because of what they have. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they, it's the difference between falling in love and then just having like a trick. You know what I'm saying? But if you're really in love with somebody, it's not because of what they have and what they can do for you. If my boyfriend told me right now he's not going to pay not one single bill of mine ever again, I'm still going to be with him. I'm going to go make my own money, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I love him, because I actually really love him, not what he could do for me. I fell in love with him before he started paying my bills. You know what I'm saying?
There's not a lot of women like that.
There is. They just haven't found someone they love, so they use the guy for whatever they can bring to the table because they just using them. They don't really love the motherfucker. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
There's some. You know what I mean? I agree. There's some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if we're generalizing, that's not the norm.
But them girls you're talking about taking care of the guys, it's because they really love those guys. Mm-hmm. It's not because of what they can do, what that guy brings to the table. Right, yeah. If my boyfriend told me right now he doesn't want to work anymore, then I'll go fucking make the money. You know what I'm saying?
So you would, if your guy right now, your boyfriend right now was like, you know what? I don't want to do coded leaf no more. I don't want to do shit no more. I'm just like, I'm over this shit. It's not for me. And then his income drastically drops, and you're now the breadwinner. Or you're in a position to be the breadwinner. And then you can still respect him the same and be with him the same.
Of course I would. I love him. I love him. We could go live on a fucking island together and get rid of all of our shit.
Could you live in fucking Riverdale, Georgia together?
Yes.
Yeah. That's when. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But see, I asked you that because it's like, yo, in a perfect world, you know, but all of us don't get that perfect world. No. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, all of us don't got Range Rovers. All of us don't got, you know what I mean, exotic pets and fucking, you know what I mean? And the luxury to live a certain way. But it's one of the cutest dogs I'm saying. But like what I'm saying is like to live a certain lifestyle can kind of make it easy to be in a relationship with somebody. Yeah. When they make it like, because it comes with so many perks.
It hasn't been easy though. Like
because you know the inner workings of it, we don't.
Yeah,
that's why.
Right.
So the outside looking in, that's why I say with like the gram and shit. Yeah, we just think you got a perfect life.
But that's not true because I actually used to post all like our fights and our breakups and everything like that, and people would stop posting your business. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm not. This isn't perfect. I don't know what y'all want me to post. I'm not finna act like this is the most perfect relationship in the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so now I just go on Twitter and vent. I don't go on my.
I remember some instances where I seen some stuff and I'm
you probably told me stop posting shit.
It was a specific time. I'm not gonna say no names or nothing, but it was a specific time you posted something, and a person that you were targeting in the post was a person that I had an engagement with or whatnot. And I was like, damn, I know this person and this person. And like, yo, don't do that because she not where you at. Yeah, you know what I mean. And by you addressing her like that, it's gonna make her think she where you at.
Right, but I just wanted to show people like this isn't no fairy tale love story. You know what I'm saying? That like we go through things. This it's taking a lot of work, a lot of changes. Like I mean, I never cooked anything in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to become a different person. We had to go through everything. He's never really been in a committed relationship. I mean, I hadn't either. So I mean, we both had so much work to do.
Learning together.
Yes, a lot of growing, man.
And all that, yeah.
It's been a lot of trial and error, you know?
You know, like with relationships, I don't ever talk to people about my relationships for that very reason. Like, I'll go through stuff and I don't let people know it. I don't tell nobody because my thing is, through experiences, I realize that I usually get over stuff.
Yeah.
Or I'll move on from it. I'm not mad like I was yesterday.
Right,
today.
I got over it.
And I don't want the people that love me
to think less.
To be so turned off to the thought of that person.
Right.
And because once I'm over it, they're not over it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'll calm down.
Yeah.
I'll move on.
Yeah.
You won't.
Oh, someone posted on my picture today and was like, "Isn't that the boyfriend that cheated on you?"
Exactly.
And I'm like, bro, that's like almost 2 years ago.
You see what I'm saying?
They don't forget.
They don't.
They don't.
Because it's like, yo, I seen you at a time when you were vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because even if it's a person that's just trying to be a hater, that's one thing. But a person that might love you, a relative, or like you said, sisters, moms, or whatever.
And that's the thing. When I told you my sister's not like too crazy about our relationship because she knows all the bad things. Details, I call her and vent to her about everything. Versus my parents, they only pretty much know the good things. I don't call them when we're breaking up.
So it's easy for them to support him.
Exactly.
It's easier for your sister
versus my sister's like, oh my God, y'all been through it. Yeah. Like, I don't know about this. You know.
And that's what I tell women all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I get that y'all
you can forgive them,
talk
but
about stuff, but keep certain shit to yourself.
Yeah, I do now.
Relationship because
I do now.
All it's gonna do is make others want to say. Because even men, like you might got some homeboys or whatever. You tell your homeboys like, yeah, my boyfriend did this. Then they get to bringing that shit up later. Mm-hmm. Like I treat you better than that nigga. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that too.
He don't know what he doing. Like he did this to you, whatever, whatever.
They definitely. I definitely understand that.
You know what I mean? So that shit, man, it's
a lot.
World,
yeah, man,
like,
it's a lot.
Wicked. So yeah, I definitely try to keep my shit private for those reasons. Because I know I'm gonna get over shit.
But I just like to show that like I'm a real person and I go through real things and like I just hate when girls just post the highlights of their life. It's just not fair. You know what I'm saying? And because it makes us feel like we're not doing like my relationship's so fucked up to compare to this girl's because all she does is post the good things. Right. And so I just wanted to show like I'm a real human. I go through real emotions. I'm a bad bitch that gets money and I got cheated on. Yeah. Like it's okay. No, it's not okay, but it's
life happens.
It's you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not perfect, my life's not perfect. Yeah. And I don't like to portray that it is.
Yeah, that's true. But
you know,
I understand the thought process behind it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I understand both too.
You're not just a regular person to a lot of the people that's following you. You get what I'm saying? Like you said earlier, a lot of these people will never see you in person, so they only know you from online. Yeah, you know what I mean. Right. So to them, you're a personality. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So, excuse me, their loyalty or their the person that they're here for is you. Yeah, they're not here for him. Yeah. So it's like, oh well, I don't know you on a personal level, so I'm gonna just support I'm gonna say what I think you want to hear. Right. Oh, he did this to you. You deserve so much better. You're this. You're that. You're that. And they don't even know what the fuck the problem is. Yeah. You don't even know why we beefing. But
they don't even know me.
Right. You saying shit. I could have done something wrong. Yeah. And I'm crying about it. Right. But you assume it's that. You know what I mean? Because you just want to appease. How I feel at the moment. Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like it's not always real. Yeah. So because you have that type of platform and popularity, like I get it. I know. I'd rather you show all the great shit. Keep the bad shit to yourself. I don't need to see it. Like, you know what I mean? And I know you. But that's just like posting pictures and they're all edited and I look perfect. I have not one perfection on me. That's not me. Yeah, I'm natural and I don't like to edit my pictures. Because you know what? You're going to see me in real life. Like I'm outside. I'm in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to edit everything and make my ass look super big and my waist super small. And then you see me in real life and it's just fake. And like, I feel like people fuck with me because I'm real. And that's why bitches look up to me because I'm real and you can see my stretch marks and my dimples and all that shit and I'm still fucking confident about that shit and that's what they love about me. Yeah.
They love that I'm a real fucking person.
I agree with that 100%. Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So that's what I kind of portrayed in my relationship too. Like I wanted them to not look up to my relationship, but like, you know, be happy for me and see that it's a real relationship. It ain't no fucking fairy tale where he just pays for me and I'm just sleeping in bed all day like a princess. Fuck no.
But I get that, but it's just difficult for people to turn the page with you.
Oh yeah.
When you turn the page and say, all right, that shit happened
Yeah,
and I moved on, they like, no, it happened and we're never letting this shit go. You get what I'm saying? Especially with the internet. You can go find shit from forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
right.
People screenshot shit, they will screen record, they go back, YouTube it or whatever.
Man,
so,
they not forgetting for sure.
And that's the toughest part because like for me, if I go through something, if it was hard for me to get through it, I don't want to go through it again.
Yeah.
So if I put it online and people make me relive that shit over and over, like you and your boyfriend can be having a great fucking day.
Bro.
Shit beautiful right now. And then somebody say, like you said, ain't that a boyfriend that cheated on you? And then you like, yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? So now you're like, nah, I was not thinking about this shit.
Yeah, like I'm
Why
over
did you
that
bring
shit.
this shit up?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why I like to be private because it's just
it only makes sense. And I've learned from that. Yeah. I really have. Like I really stopped posting a lot of my business, a lot of my thoughts because they're just going to bring it back and put it in my face later on in life. So, you know, my relationship is perfect.
Man, yeah, it's perfect. Let it be perfect. I love it for you, though. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
My life is perfect, you guys.
The majority of the time I know you, you were a single woman.
Yeah.
And, you know, the last few years you've been a fucking housewife, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But I'm happy for you for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you.
And I like to see it. I like to see, like, you know what I mean?
The transition.
I've watched you, you know what I mean, move from condo to home. I've watched you go from strip club to girlfriend. I've watched you do these things.
And you've just been so supportive.
Because I love to see it, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's a genuine happiness there.
Yeah.
And I know that you weren't looking for a come up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you genuinely, like,
yeah.
Like,
I worked hard, man.
This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm happy for him to be able to be in a relationship with you.
Thank you.
So I remember, like I think when I first seen that you were in a relationship, it was like when you guys did the photo shoot with the robes and everything.
Okay.
And I was like, I've never seen her do this. What the fuck is going on? I'm like, I've never seen a guy in a photo with you like this. Like, what's going on?
So, like he's literally the first guy like I ever posted. But it's because I was, doing business. So,
but it's a dope thing. It's like a hood love story, you know. What
I mean?
So,
for real. Like definitely like ex stripper and ex rapper.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Scammer.
And now y'all fucking entrepreneurs together.
Yeah.
How's y'all? I don't want to ask you too many personal questions about it. You know what I mean. But how's y'all like sex life and everything? Like y'all, what you into?
We are so attracted to each other. We are all over each other 24/7. Like, it just gets better every time. Like, it's just mind-blowing how attractive I am to him and how much he turns me on just by looking at him. You know, like, when we were friends, I wasn't attracted to him at all. Yeah. But then I fell in love with him.
That emotion that turned that shit on.
And it's just crazy how attracted I am to him. And like we just make such good love, and we're just always all over each other. Like, it's just so much chemistry, and that I've never experienced. Like, guys have always been pretty crazy over me, but I've never been attracted to every part of a guy before. I mean, there's nothing that he does that grosses me out. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Because you genuinely love this man.
Yes, nothing he does makes me unattracted to him besides maybe how he acts sometimes, but or something he posts on the internet or something. I'm like, but it just gets better and better. I don't know if it's love or what. I mean, because I've had sex with better looking guys, that have 6-packs and shit like that,
muscular gym rats,
or yeah. But I just wasn't that chemistry wasn't there. But with him, I'm just so attracted to him, and I think other guys are attractive. I see guys, but it doesn't make me want to have sex with them. You get what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
And with him, I'm always on top of him. I want to have sex all day long. I want to have sex everywhere. I'm sorry.
I said that bring the best out of him and to make him feel better, like to even want to participate the way he does.
Yeah. And I mean, as soon as I kiss him, his dick is hard. See? I mean, he's so attracted to me and always all over me. And like, I mean, it's just so much chemistry. Like, you know, you never really know what chemistry is until you feel that shit. And it's not, straight up. And it really doesn't even have to do with looks. Straight it's up. Crazy. No,
that's how it is. And like me, I'm a big nigga. Like, so I date certain women and they be like, all right, cool. I just, you know, I get by because they like my personality. And then there's a difference when a woman likes everything about you.
Yeah.
Because then you like, damn, she really into me. Like, she, you know what I mean? Like, I lay back, you rub my belly, I feel great. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I love every part of him. I feel
like I got to be like him or like them or whatever.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's a different kind
If he was like anybody else, I wouldn't be attracted or have this chemistry with him, you know? Like, because I always see myself as like an athlete. You know, they're tall.
For real?
Yeah, because I'm a tall girl.
I've never seen, I always thought you would end up with a rapper. That was always my other shit. Rappers. Yeah. I always thought that. Because I feel like you got too much ass to date an athlete.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When you look at athletes, you look at the women they be with.
But I kind of have like an athletic look to me. A lot of people think I work out like, you know, like I'm athletic, like I play sports, you know, and and they're tall. And so I always thought like, I mean, I never like fucked with an athlete or nothing, but it's just kind of like what my type was, you know? And so, and I like light skinned guys. It wasn't dark skin. And now he's totally opposite than all that. I mean, he's a little bit taller than me, but he's not like super athletic and he's dark skinned, but I'm attracted to that so much now. Like, it's mind blowing. Like I have separation anxiety. Yeah, to him. Yeah, I'm not. Like I couldn't, you know, I couldn't be attracted to any other.
Nobody duplicate that. Like it's not, you know, that it's not like it's not cookie cutter.
Yeah,
say. Like,
and it's
like
the way like he like fucks me and like, you know, too. Like a lot of guys, I feel like weren't pleasers. You know,
he's a pleaser.
He's a pleaser.
What pleases you?
I like to kiss a lot. Okay. That's very intimate, and I wasn't ever into kissing. I guess because I didn't ever like a guy. Yeah. Like right.
Yeah, that's a different level shit.
But now I'm such a kisser. Like, kissing turns me on automatically. And then I really like missionary. Like, I like you be on top of me. Like, we don't have to, like, stare at each other because actually I want to be kissing you. You know? And most guys just wanted to, like, hit me from the back. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I like my pussy ate. And that's what makes me come. And he loves to please me. So, you know, versus other guys, like, I never really liked other guys to go down on me. It just, I don't know, it was just weird and too intimate for me, you know?
For real?
Yeah, because it was just like.
I thought you was going to say because they didn't know what they was doing.
No, well, that too, but it just was like, it's too much, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't in love with them. Yeah. It was just sex. Yeah. You know, I was probably barely attracted to the motherfucker. So,
if you was if you was about to have sex with a guy, and like obviously these guys in your past or whatnot, like we're talking about, but if you was about to have sex with a guy, you didn't want him to eat your pussy,
right? Yeah.
So how did you expect to climax? Like
I didn't. I was just wanting them, just pleasing them. Like I want them to get off. Like I don't, you know, I didn't even have toys or anything. I didn't even like start like coming like this until I got with him. Like, so I wasn't even into sex. Like I barely even had sex before him. Like I didn't like to fuck with around with a bunch of guys, and I wasn't in relationships. So it's like I barely ever had sex, and when I did, it was just because they wanted to. Damn. You know, it wasn't because I wanted to get off. You know what I'm saying? Because I never got horny. But now I'm horny all the time because of him. As soon as I see him, I get horny.
That's crazy to me because I'm sitting here, I'm trying to process it like you were really in situations where like you didn't even desire the sex, but you did it because it was like, all right, well,
because they wanted to, yeah, and because I might have liked them.
In that? Like, did you feel like you could really, like, because this is my thing, right? I love getting my dick sucked. Okay. So if you don't like sucking dick, or if you don't want to suck my dick, and you give me head, I can tell you don't want to do it. Like,
no, a lot of guys don't really care about getting their dick sucked. I swear. They just want me to bend over.
What? Nah.
Yeah.
What? Nah, because
Yeah.
I can't. No.
But me now.
I've been in situations where I've only got my dick sucked. It never fucked.
Okay, yeah, no, I never done that.
That's
I've
the
never
greatest
just
shit in the
gave head.
world.
But now, like, I want to have my boyfriend's dick down my throat all the time.
You're a blonde white girl. Like,
Yeah.
who does not have that fantasy of, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Like, 'cause
I guess
that's the stigma that come with y'all. Like,
I
you
guess
being
I know, but I guess it's
white,
just the ass. They're
crazy.
just so excited for the ass. They
Oh
just,
my God, yeah.
you know, want some Lacey Jane booty.
Yeah, maybe so. That's crazy, but nah, it's just because that's the thing of what I'm saying. It's like if I feel like you doing this, just like I don't want no pity.
No, I want to impress,
before,
so I would definitely put on a show because I want to impress the motherfucker. Because I used to date a lot of I'm sorry, never dated. I used to deal with a lot of people that were kind of status, and so I wanted to show off and definitely have them hooked. You know,
I feel it, but I think like with men, like we so simple out to get hard regardless.
Yeah.
And I think with women, like y'all have levels to y'all shit.
Yeah.
Like this guy might
yeah.
not have got you as wet as this guy got you, or this
Right.
technique might not have got.
But
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So if you mentally not invested in a person, your pussy not gonna get as wet.
Exactly. I'm not gonna. Exactly.
With.
People would eat my pussy, but I don't have chemistry with you. I don't. It's not there. I'm not gonna come. So it's really a waste of time. Can we just get this over with?
That's really some mental
You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
yo.
Versus now I come instantly off head from him because I'm so attached and attracted to him and the chemistry is there.
Is that normal? Like when you talk to your homegirls and your sisters and all that shit, is that normal? Because to me that sounds like some shit I've never heard of. Like it's like, yo, all right, well I don't, because I've had women tell me like if they're not interested in a man, he has to eat their pussy because they won't get wet for him.
No.
Like how I'm gonna get wet if I'm not interested in him? He gotta get it there.
Yeah, no.
So you'll eat their pussy and they'll imagine.
If a guy that I didn't
somebody
like, I
else or
really
whatever.
didn't even like, was eating my pussy, I would just be bored.
Men are different because the bitch can be super unattractive and you be like, that bitch is ugly, she trash. But if she got some good head, you start to be like, you know what, she not that bad.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
For women, it's more mental.
She ain't that ugly, dog.
Women, it's mental. I swear to God, it's mental. It's
definitely
mental for us. It's emotional and mental. It's not about the physical.
Nah.
It's really not.
That's crazy.
It's mental as fuck. I know. That's why I'm maybe that's why I'm so just attracted to him too, because she just
Men are,
I know that
I'm
tongue
telling
can
you,
do.
we're a different breed of creature, yo. I read this thing, right? I read this thing. Scientists say that when babies are born, nature typically is where I forget the verbiage they use, but basically what they were saying, when babies are born, they more so look like the father than the mother.
Okay.
And the reason nature did it is because fathers don't have an attachment to babies.
Right.
Mothers do.
Right.
So if the father sees a baby that looks like him, he'll become attached to him.
Absolutely.
And nature did that to prevent fathers from abandoning babies. That's what I read. I read that, right?
The universe
so
is wild.
it makes me think, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy because men are such shallow creatures.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a mother will love a baby that's not hers.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You've seen animals nurture other babies that's not theirs.
Absolutely.
When, slaves would breastfeed babies, white babies that they're not even
Right.
attached to. So it's but fathers, males are different. Males are so cutthroat sometimes where it's
it's because they're
that ain't
just
mine.
Emotionalist.
Yeah, you know what I
almost.
mean? Yeah, so it's yo, that shit crazy how nature do that. And it'll make you become attached to them. Like my daughter, I look at her and I'm like, that's me. You know what I mean? I'm obsessed with her because it's mine. It's that's me. It looks just like me. How can I not feel attached to it?
Yeah.
But you think about it, right? When we would watch Jerry Springer or more and all that shit, right? What would when they do the DNA test and stuff, they be like, that baby ain't mine. It don't look like me.
Right.
Don't look, this not my baby.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's that's crazy because that's how men think.
Yeah.
I can't
That's
find
not mine,
the attachment in it if it doesn't resemble something I recognize.
Right.
So, but that's what I mean, when I'm talking about sex and whatnot, it's yo, if I, men are so shallow where it's yo, I might not even be emotionally invested in this woman. I might not even be physically attracted to her.
Right.
I might have just been,
she
might have been the plus one. Lacey came and she brought the unattractive chick with her, and bro is Lacey's boyfriend, and that's her homegirl. I got to take one for the team.
No.
But taking one for the team, she might got some crazy hands. You be like, you know what? She not that bad, bro. She was pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how men are. Like, we shallow in that sense where it's like, yo, we'll change our whole perspective based on a nut.
Yeah, no.
That shit crazy.
Yeah.
So like with your boyfriend though, right? When y'all you being emotionally invested in him and turned on by him and so forth, I'm assuming it made your sex different.
Yes.
Your body reacts different.
I make love now.
See, yeah. Because I know
I used to just get hit from the back.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, there's no connection. And I like fucking from the back. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
it's
My
like,
boyfriend never fucks me from the back.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
Is missionary on the regular? Like,
It's
that's
missionary or like from the side.
from the side. That morning, that wake up in the morning.
Yeah, that late
side,
night, sleepy type shit.
The movie you going, like, we midway through the film, I'm about to
Yeah.
just slide in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because you in the bed pushing that motherfucker back. Like,
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah,
But
all right, exactly.
That's like.
I know, it's different now. But it's like, it's just more like emotional. It's more like.
So y'all make love, or is it like aggression in it? Like, you like rough sex? You like?
No, we don't have a lot of rough sex. It's definitely like love making sex, and we just like to please each other.
Y'all
you know.
Baby.
Yeah.
How you feel about giving head? You like giving head?
Yeah. Oh, I love to give him head. I love his dick in my mouth. Absolutely.
For real. That
Yes.
shit gotta go crazy with a blonde chick, like
Yeah.
red lip, all that. Like,
Yeah. No, I'm addicted to his dick.
Damn.
Yeah, I want it in me somehow or another.
What's your fantasy? You got a fantasy?
Yes, one of my fantasies is actually like getting a massage, and then like massaging around here, and then like getting my pussy ate, and then like sex after that.
Oh, y'all can do that.
Yeah, I mean he's not a good massager, but he like
most of us ain't. I
like
ain't a good
just does
massager.
like
either.
this or
I hate
something.
giving massages.
Oh, I give the best massages.
I can't stand giving them.
I give the
They're not
best
for me.
massages.
Seriously, women are pretty good at it. Like, y'all,
Yeah, because I've
it's
had a
emotion in
fucking
there.
100 of them, so I know exactly like how to like the strokes and
My
shit.
hands cramp up and shit. I'm like, this ain't. I'm done.
Yeah,
like, you
no,
good?
I give
Like,
him a lot of massages because I like to. But yeah, that's my fantasy, just like being super relaxed and getting massaged.
Y'all ever like had sex on money, like on a bed full of money? Y'all did that?
No, I
Y'all playing
haven't
with $2
done
million
that.
to not do that. Y'all need to just go and get that shit out of the way.
That's dirty.
It is, but it's like it's the shit you see in movies and porn and shit.
Yeah,
it's like,
true.
come on, now, you
Or like
playing
in a
with so
bank
much
or
money.
something.
We successful. Let's fuck on top of this money.
But
like,
he's not like that. Like, I want to have sex everywhere. I want to have sex in the car. I want to have sex in the airport. I want to go on a plane and have sex.
airport.
Yeah, I've done that before.
You've had sex in the airport?
Yes.
How did you have sex in the airport?
Because you know the family restrooms, you can go in there with your family.
Yeah, like where you change the babies and shit.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
it's
I
a
feel
private little
Yeah, and unisex bathroom. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I just want to have sex everywhere besides the bed, and he just likes like.
Well, if you have sex
in
in
the
the
bed.
airport in the bathroom, you only getting hit from the back. You're not laying on the floor.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Facts,
so it's really some
facts.
back
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's crazy. You had sex on a plane?
No, I have not.
Have you ever flown private?
Yes, I have.
You have?
We went on a private jet for New Year's last year.
Where y'all went?
We went to Vegas. Yeah, but
Vegas for New Year's. Crazy.
yeah, I hate Vegas. But the bathroom was super small. There's like no way. Yeah, at all. But I want to like have sex everywhere. Like I want to like have sex like on balconies and.
But you had, I mean, I've been to the old crib. I had the beautiful view balcony. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if we had sex out there. Maybe like
should've.
maybe we started out there and then ended in the bed. He always wants to go to the bed though.
for real.
Yeah.
He like a tradition. He Jamaican, so. It's,
Okay. Yeah, and Jamaicans
be
like to have
both.
sex a lot. So we have sex a lot.
But
But it's not enough.
I say that because a lot of Jamaican people I know are traditional. They don't need too
Okay,
much.
yeah.
Of it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't need that. Let's just,
Right.
You
He
know
doesn't.
what I mean?
He doesn't need
They're
that.
not really
He
impressed
don't
by
need
all
all that
that
extra
flamboyant
shit.
shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So let me ask you a question. Do you have sex with girls on their period?
Whoa, nah, I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't. I have before,
Okay.
but it was not intentional when those
Oh, okay,
times
yeah.
happened. I
You
think
ain't
it
know
happened like maybe like 2-3 times. It was never intentional.
So if you met a bitch and then you only got one chance with her and she's on her period and she's like this the most beautiful, she's Kim Kardashian, would you do it? Bro, it's fucking.
Wait, now I'm thinking. Wait, so is she a badass? She bad?
She's
bitch?
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
And you only get one fucking time, and she's on her period.
Yeah, I'm a fucker. Yeah. I mean, if she requires it. Because, again, I prefer head over sex.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
if I'm with Kim Kardashian and she's like, I'd rather suck your dick than fuck, I'm like, please.
No, she wants to have sex with you on her period.
I'm like, all right, fuck it. You got to suck it first. Like, give me together. Like, yeah, give me together. I do it. But it's just, I think there's a level of intimacy to it.
Okay.
Like, so it's like, the thing is, like, when I think about it with women I'm not emotionally attached to.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, fuck no.
So it's
but
so
if it's
crazy.
somebody I love.
See, you would think that, right? But guys I've had sex with, I had sex with this guy one time. The first time we had sex and I was bleeding so bad. And he still did it.
He just was with the shit. Was the lights out? Because I got to turn the
lights
out.
The lights were out.
Please, like.
But it was so bad. It was so heavy. And I'm just like, how is he okay with this?
It's too much iron in the blood. When they be bleeding, that shit smell like pennies. It smell like the fucking coin star. Like,
yeah.
It's like, and it's not to be like, oh, your pussy stink, but it's just
no,
it's
the blood
just
has
it so
comes
much,
from your insides.
The iron in it, I guess it gives off.
You would think like if someone loved you so much they wouldn't care. But my boyfriend, he doesn't have sex with me on my period, and sometimes I lie about it.
Yeah.
And he gets really mad because he'll have sex with me. And
that's why I play that shit Jamaican, like, and that's one thing, like, because I know
a
lot of Jamaican men don't
horny
even eat
on
pussy.
my period, bro. Like, and it just pisses me off. Like,
that's what it do.
It's just blood.
It's just blood.
You don't love me?
Yeah, I don't know about that much, but
you know what I'm saying?
I love you enough to wait. How about that? Like, he love you enough to wait.
Yeah. But that's
like,
how
I feel.
As soon as I'm on my period, I'm like, bro, we gotta have sex right now. Like, cause I want
to play with your toy and give me head. Whatever. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I do give him head like when I'm on my period, but I want to have sex, bro. But no, he doesn't. He's not with that shit.
I did it. My first time doing that shit was on prom night. And I only did it
in high school?
Yeah, in high school.
Okay.
And in my mind, I was like, it's prom night. I'm going to fuck.
Yeah.
So I made myself do it.
Right.
But I was not happy about it, but I did it because it was prom night. I'm
yeah.
like, who the fuck go to prom and not
doesn't
fuck?
it make it wetter?
Yeah, it was super wet. The shit was wet as fuck. But it just was like,
it's the thought.
Man, like, this
it's
ain't
the
right.
Thought, yeah.
It's the after effect.
Yeah.
Because when you horny and your dick
you
hard,
don't care,
you don't give a
yeah.
fuck. But when it's done and that light come on and you got to see the...
Right. Like, no, you looking at all your hair and like, I got
that shit throw you off.
But it's just crazy how some guys don't give no fucks and then some guys like care so much.
Yeah, some people just nasty like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying nasty in a sense of bad, like it's bad. I'm just saying some people are just that. Because I think I'm nasty. I like nasty shit.
I mean, I would drink my boyfriend's blood.
I'm nasty as fuck. Listen.
That's how much I love him.
But
he won't even have sex with me with blood.
It's just like you see
how this is?
I think it's more of a hygiene thing. I think we're just scared of it. Like it's blood.
My blood is pure.
I wouldn't like if you cut, like if a woman cut her hand, I wouldn't touch the blood. It's just like
okay.
It's just I don't know, but I think you got to be. I'm not into blood in general.
Okay,
my own blood would be like, oh shit, I'm bleeding. Like stop it. So I don't know. Maybe some
I guess it just depends on how horny you are too. You know.
I hear women say niggas eat their pussy on their period.
Yeah. They do.
I mean, obviously, if you
it's
know
not coming
doing,
out. I mean, it's not just
you know
gushing out.
With the clitoris, but it's just a fact.
Just don't put your tongue in it, and it's not just like dripping out at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
It's a mental thing for me.
I
can't get.
Yeah, it kind of pisses me off.
You and your period, you want me to do what? Like, nah, man.
I mean, you ain't gotta eat my pussy, but give me some dick. Shit.
Put it in your butt. You like anal?
No. Not into the anal.
That's where it's going if you're on your period. I can't do it.
Shit, I might take that.
I mean, you love your man enough, you better fucking figure it out. Like,
shit, I want some kind of dick somewhere.
Yeah, for real. You watch porn?
No, we don't. I would.
Y'all make porns though, I'm sure.
We have before.
That's some freaks.
But I would watch porn. But I mean, we're just so attracted to each other that we don't need like any help, like getting horny or getting hard or coming
it's like
getting
y'all
off.
Stuck in this honeymoon phase.
Like, I know, right? And it's been like 2 years. I mean, it's been 12 years since we met and 2 years since we started dating.
Crazy.
And I'm more crazy about him than when I was 2 years ago.
When did y'all first have sex? Was it when y'all met or was it later?
It was when we met, yeah.
Yeah. So for him to have sex with you that many years ago
I
and
know.
still feel like that?
I know. cool. And he told me he wanted to, like, he knew I was going to be his like, wife back then, but he knew it wasn't the right time. So, and then he went to jail for 6 years. So we didn't stay in touch or anything. And I'm the one that hit him up when he got out. And I was like, hey, you remember me?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
Of course. What?
So I'm the one that kind of got us back together. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey,
but I'm
let's
saying,
hang out.
if y'all fucked before he went to jail, you got out talking, do you remember me? Of course I fucking remember you.
Right, true.
Ain't no way to forget. But nah, that's
right.
Man,
ain't too many white girls like me.
Yeah, it ain't too many. It ain't too many fucking
Yeah, no.
That's I don't know, man. Would you get your man a threesome? Or have y'all?
No, we have not. But I told him I would, but it has to be with another couple.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's not a threesome. That's a foursome. That's swapping.
Okay, well, that's what I would do. I wouldn't do a threesome. I'm not attracted to girls. I don't want no girl touching me, and I'm definitely not touching a bitch. I ain't never ate no pussy in my life.
This is a conversation. So,
and I don't want no bitch to eat my pussy. I don't even want different men to eat my pussy. So why would I want a bitch to eat my pussy? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, no, I'm too in love with him.
You wouldn't do it.
Mm-mm.
I couldn't.
And I just don't like females.
Yeah, but I feel like you would have a threesome more before you would swap.
And that's what he said too. He said, you would really fuck another guy beside me? And I'm like, yeah.
She's fucking capping. It's no way. I can't see it. From what I know about you, and as long as I know, I just can't fucking see it.
It would be hard as hell. It would have to be from the back.
Yeah, the way
you talk about drunk.
Him, yeah.
No.
Think about this, right?
But why? Why do I need to?
Paint the picture. You're in a y'all in a house or a condo or wherever the fuck y'all at on a trip on a beach. Like y'all on a trip. Let's say we're on a trip. We're on a trip, and y'all with another couple because it's a group trip because that's what we do when we get in our 30s. We throw trips, right? Okay, that's well maybe you don't. That's when do you meet the most anonymous couples? When you on trips, right?
Right, absolutely.
So you're on a trip somewhere nice that you might want to go, and y'all meet a couple. You can imagine yourself in a room, and you look across, and you see your man fucking this girl the way he fuck you. He fucking her like he fuck you. You like, oh shit, he fuck, and she, and this will fuck y'all up. This will always fuck women up. She looked like she enjoyed it too much.
Yeah,
that's what be making y'all mad. Like she like it too much, right?
Yeah.
So you fucking her different than you fuck me. So he fucking her like that, and then he look up and he see another man that he don't know fucking you from the back. Your blonde hair waving in the fucking wind with the beach doors open and shit. Like, ain't no fucking way. Nah, that can't happen. So I'm not against swapping. We in Atlanta, we can go to Trapeze and all that shit.
I've
that
been there,
shit. You been to Trapeze?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you about that.
Yeah.
But it's like I get it, but it's like, yo, I can't watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not against doing it, but I can't watch it. I can't watch you enjoy it because what if you like it too much?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But for me, it's all mental, so I'm not even going to really like it. I'm just going to be doing it because we're drunk and...
So you're not really in the moment. Well, you're in the moment, but not mentally in the moment.
Yeah, it's not going to be like, oh my God, I want to leave my man for this guy because his dick is bigger, better, you know?
I said it about cheating for men. I'd be like, we don't want to leave our wives and our families for this bitch. Like, I'll fuck her, but that's what she's worth to me. She's not worth leaving. You, I would never.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's facts.
So
facts.
So I think it's the same way. But like me, I wouldn't be against swapping, but I can't swap in the same room.
Oh my God.
She might gotta go in that room with him, and he sent his wife in here with me. That way, I can live in this moment and not.
I just couldn't do it. I'm just too emotionally attached now. You know, like I mean, back in the day, I could have done it. I've never actually had a threesome. Never.
You never.
But I could have back in the day because I didn't like these men. I was just fucking them because it was something to do. You know what I'm saying? And they were cool and famous.
But it'd be hard for you to have a threesome if you're not attracted to women.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's not a fun threesome.
Right.
I've had that. Where if they're not into each other, that's just not fun.
Right. I know. That's how. Like, how is that going to go down? Like.
It's just one waiting for the other to finish. Like, all right, once she leaves, then I'll do it. Like,
right, and it's just like acting. We're just gonna be acting like we like each other for this guy.
Yeah, that shit is not. It's not. Nah.
I mean,
you can tell when it's not a genuine passion.
Yeah.
The best threesome I ever had, the women were emotionally invested in each other, not just physically attracted.
Yeah.
But they were emotionally
Right.
invested.
I mean, I think women are attractive, but I don't want to eat their pussy. I don't, and I don't want them to eat my pussy. I like my man to eat my pussy. He knows exactly what I like.
But as a man, the best thing you ever going to experience in your life is two women sucking your dick at the same time.
Oh wow!
I'm not gonna
How does
cap
that
you.
happen?
I mean,
So one's like holding it while the other one's
one
sucking.
might be sucking the head, the other one going up and down the shaft, or they might kiss on their head. You know what I mean? Or they might fucking one hit your balls while the other hit the.
He needs to. He should have already done that, or if he wants to do that, he needs to go do that with two other bitches before we make a family over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean that's cool. If you want to do that, then do that. Yeah. I don't want to stop him from doing anything, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna just deal with anything.
I mean,
I love a
saying
motherfucker.
do anything, but
because he's paying my bills.
Yeah, I mean no, but I mean it's more. It's not. It's never fun when it's for that reason.
Yeah.
It's only fun if it's what she likes as well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This shit will not be enjoyable because at the end of the day, as a man, you got to deal with what come after.
Yeah. So we're actually going to Amsterdam next week, and I told him that we could go to the red light district, and but when I think about it, I'm like, what the hell even goes down? Like how is this gonna go down?
Mm-hmm.
Like is it sex in there? Do you have to have sex? Like am I just gonna sit there? Like it's just like a lot of thinking, and I'm like. Because I was like, okay, we can go to red light district because, first of all, we don't know these bitches. They don't know us. We'll never see these bitches again in our lives. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to fucking know our names. And, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm thinking, like, damn, like, I mean, but honestly, I think about it. Could he even do that? Could you even just go have sex with a girl and I'm just sitting right here?
If you make it feel okay to do so.
Then that's not love.
Nah, that's still love.
That's not love.
Listen, let me tell you that. Maybe
love is when you care about the other person's feelings.
Yeah. If I'm hurting your feelings, then I won't do this. I get it. But if you're my woman, right?
And I'm like,
and
please
you like, babe, we going to Amsterdam. I'm going to find you a bad bitch. His fucking radar, his shit like this at that point. Because it's like, yo, I ain't never had a woman treat me like this.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That shit that's not common.
Yeah.
So when I said earlier, like, what do you do for your man, whatever, I'm not saying compromise your own morals and principles.
Yeah.
But if you're into a certain thing and you're comfortable with a certain thing, exercise that shit. Because it'll go far. Because as a man, if your woman tell you, like, oh, I'm going to find you a bad bitch, you like, what?
Yeah.
He don't even know how to take it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's all right. Well, whatever
he wouldn't even believe me.
Yeah, whatever you say, okay, cool. Like, it's up to you. And to the moment that shit happened, and then even when it's happening.
But then, like, once you start something, it's hard to stop something.
I don't know.
So we're just going to have one threesome the rest of our lives? No.
Nah, it depends on if he's happy with you by himself, then he doesn't need it all the time.
Yeah.
It's just a fun treat to have.
Right.
Like me and my baby mama, we had a threesome with a girl on my birthday a couple years ago, and it made me feel closer to her, not the girl.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? Because it made me feel like this bitch would do anything
I'd kill
for
a
me.
Bitch.
You get what I mean? She'll do anything for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also she like girls, but it was the experience was like bitch sucking my dick, and it's like I'm looking at her like she's sucking my dick. Like, can you believe it? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my
and it felt amazing because it was like I'm sharing it with her.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I understand.
It's like to me it's the equivalent of when a child is gay and they come out to their family and their family accept them.
Okay, yeah.
It makes you feel so comfortable.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Y'all accept me like this?
Be like the real you.
Yeah, you know the real me now?
Yeah, right.
So that's what it is. Like with your woman, if your woman accepts you, like I'll do this for you, it's like, yo, she knows the real me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to lie to her. I didn't have to hide this from her.
Yeah.
She loves me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, men are weird, but that's how we view that shit. So
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, that would be pretty tough on me to do that.
Yeah. But you said Amsterdam, red light district, in another country, you'll never see her again.
Yeah, but then I was thinking about it, like, how is this even gonna go down? Like, am I gonna be okay with it? And if are they gonna like have sex? And then like. How it's just a lot of thinking and it's like stressful. Like
yeah, but I think it's only gonna be fun for him if you like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's
if I like him having sex with another bitch, how is that possible?
If you into like what they call cuckold or whatever the fuck it is, like it's a like with porn, there's this genre of porn where it's like
chokehold.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when a man watches or a partner watches their other partner, I mean, maybe you might tell the bitch like suck his dick like this, and then you grab. You know what I mean? You do your thing, make her suck it or whatever. But if you ain't into that, then it ain't gonna be fun. It has to be you two enjoying that.
Yeah,
because that's all it really is. It's that person is a treat for us.
I don't know if we're like at a place in life that I feel that secure to do that.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
Not secure enough?
Yeah.
I think you might be secure.
I mean, I got cheated on.
I just think you're not turned on enough. Yeah, but he not gonna leave you for the bitch in Amsterdam.
No, not gonna leave me, but like, you know, it can get, you know.
But at that point, he ain't gonna leave you at all. It's just like, where you gonna find something that look like this that's gonna let us do that? Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not only do you help me with my businesses,
but also I feel like, you know, if we're married and it's been 10 years, then I think we should. I think that it'd be more acceptable then than it is now that we're trying to actually just build something.
You know how people say like when they have kids. Well, you don't have kids yet, but there's a thing like with children where people say, well, you know, there's certain parents that are so strict on their kids that their kids hide everything. Yes. And then there's parents that are more the cool parent that the kid want to tell the truth to. Like my mom can understand or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And especially with dads, when you have a daughter,
with that.
You wanna be a certain way with your daughter because you want her to be able to come to you,
absolutely,
and not be fearful.
But that's why me and my mom are best friends because I could tell her anything.
You tell her the truth, right?
Yeah.
It's the same with us as men. Like if I'm in a relationship with a woman, I don't care how attractive you are.
Yeah.
You're a very attractive woman. But if I can't tell you the truth, then I'm gonna hide the truth.
I want you to be real with me. And I want to be real with you.
Yeah, but I don't want to be scared that me being real is just going to run you off.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you love your man. Mm-hmm. I know you love your man. Mm-hmm. The world knows you love your man.
They do.
Right? And y'all had some shit y'all went through and you forgave him, y'all worked through it, right?
Yeah.
So if you can get through that, you can get through any fucking thing.
Right.
So if your man, if you say to my man, you know what? You treat me this good, you make sure I'm secure, you protect me, you give me what I need. You even give me what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's no problem with treating your man.
Yeah.
Because it ain't nobody else's business.
Yeah.
Like, it becomes a problem when you talk to friends and family about it because then it's like, oh, well, what if this and what if that? No.
Yeah.
Y'all have a relationship.
Yeah, I just feel like I have to be a little bit more secure.
Yeah.
You know, because I did go through a lot with the cheating thing. Like, I felt really insecure. Like, me and the girl looks nothing alike, and she's done from head to toe.
I know exactly who it is.
So I'm thinking, like, does this motherfucker even think I'm attractive? Like, am I even your type? That's what I was thinking, you know what I'm saying?
Men don't fuck for type, though.
Yeah, I know, but it just made me feel insecure.
I feel you.
Know what I'm saying?
That's
so
what it does. That's
for a whole year,
does.
I was insecure. Like, I felt like I had to go get a BBL, and I needed to do this and that, and be this and that. And when that's not who I am. Yeah. I've always been around BBL girls, and I've always been so confident.
And you don't want to stand out, though, Lacey.
I know, and I felt that, you know. But after this happened, I just became very insecure and was wondering if the motherfucker even liked me, you know. And so I'm so much better now. Of course, it's been almost 2 years.
That's the mind. That's what the mind does. The mind. It's all good. That's the mind. The mind will do that to you. The man love you.
Yeah.
The man take care of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He putting ribbons on luxury vehicles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't, not to put your business, I remember when you posted this shit and you fucking ran in this nigga crib and took all this shit out. It was on camera. Like, I remember. I've seen it. That? Yeah, you posted that. Like, yeah. So, like, everything. Just things that y'all went through, like, and for him to still be with you and you to still be him, y'all love each other.
Yeah.
So it don't matter about no bitch, what she got done or don't got done.
Yeah.
In his eyes, she not you. Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't saying men don't make mistakes.
Right.
Because like I said a few seconds ago, we don't fuck for types.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's very seldom, like, if a nigga cheat on Kim Kardashian and she walk in, the bitch he fucking don't look like Kim Kardashian.
Yes, it did. She looked just like Kim Kardashian, who Kanye was fucking with.
Well, he wasn't cheating on her with her.
Oh, yeah.
That was him trying to fill a void.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying, I miss you that much that she need to look like you.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, if you leave your man now, he might end up with somebody that look like you.
That's right.
Because it's like, I miss it.
Right.
But
not cheating
if I'm cheating on my wife, you probably look nothing like my wife.
Facts.
You're convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're convenient.
Yeah.
And typically, in most cases, the woman that the man is cheating with is nowhere near the wife.
Yeah.
That's why I'm able to cheat with her.
Yeah, but it makes you insecure. It makes you feel like you're not better or or worthy or whatever the case may be, you know.
But it has to come a point where women don't put your self-worth and the quality of love the man has for you into his penis.
Yeah.
Because that's not what we love from. We do not love from our penis.
Right.
You know what I mean? A man will treat his son, his daughter, his mom, his bros better than anything he ever fucked. You know why? Because his love don't come from his penis.
Facts. Yeah, that's
I gotta love you differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's so true. Yeah.
So the love he got for you, it ain't tied into how good you suck his dick. That shit don't matter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's tied in, and you can suck his dick horrible, but he loved all the shit you do for him.
Yeah.
The help, the support, the friendship, the bond, the time, the history.
So I just feel like, if when I am more secure, then I would be able to do that. I would able to let go and just look at it as sex. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And not think so hard about it.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
You know
when
what I'm
you
saying?
get to that point,
I just
it's
do
human
now.
nature. It's not a threat to my relationship.
Right.
And once you get to that point, then
right. And I mean, that's,
And that's on him. He got to live with that until then. You know, based on mistakes he made.
Yeah, I mean, I don't bring that up or anything anymore. But it's not fair to him.
I have to wait until she's ready.
Yeah.
It might have already happened if I didn't do this shit, but I did,
Absolutely,
so now I have to wait.
Right.
And you know some bad bitches.
Right.
So
Because I do want to please him, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to lose my relationship.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like,
With the women the women the type of threesome you could give a nigga would be crazy. Like, imagine that. Like, man, imagine that.
And girls really do like me. Like, they're like, they always like hit on me and are very attracted to me. So I know, like,
because you're not accessible.
Well,
that's why I'm telling you. You're so unaccessible. Even when you were single, you were so unaccessible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like me, this is the thing. Like, even with me, right? I have this supreme confidence in myself. I've never hit on you. In my life, you know what I mean?
I know.
Because in
That's
my
why
mind,
we've gone far in life.
You know what I mean? I'm like, in my mind, like, leave that shit where it's at, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like, it's not an intimidation. It's just like, it's an understanding.
Yeah, and because I'm
mean?
cool people too, so you can be friends with me.
Right. So I can imagine the women that are around you that might be attracted to you, and they know that you're not a loose female or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? They like, well, you know what I mean? Like, because if you was they'd be like, oh shit, hoe too, like fuck it. But they like, no, she's exclusive.
Okay.
You're
so
rare.
That makes you more attractive.
So
right.
That's what
that
is.
But I used to get hit on a lot by girls, and like, they would want to like fuck me and shit. But I just never been really into sex. That's crazy because I'm a sex symbol.
Definitely. Maybe that's why you're successful at it. You don't.
Right.
You're not succumbing to it. You know
I
what
wasn't.
I mean? It's like you can't sell dope and do dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
okay. See, there we go.
Yeah. So
exactly.
I get that.
But I'm a sex addict now.
You are now? Do you use toys and all that?
No.
No? That's never been your thing?
No.
For real? Damn.
No. I got a vibrator, but it's because someone sent it to me for promo.
Wow.
Yeah. And I did use it. I was like, what the fuck?
You like it?
Yeah.
For real?
But I feel like it takes it's too strong. Like, and it's just too easy, and it just doesn't. It just like has no feelings in it.
That might be why you have such a great time having sex with your boyfriend, because you didn't abuse sex.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So you can find appreciation.
I'm not what they call it what is it? Like the feeling sensation, like
desensitized.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yes.
that's
I'm
what
not.
that is.
No.
Yeah. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So it makes it, a lot of your experiences are new and fresh and fun.
Yes.
It's like this shit, like it feels like it's fresh. Like whereas like a certain men like us, we abuse shit so much that it's like, you know what I mean? But that's why I think a lot of men have that issue when it comes to multiple women, because we're so desensitized to sex.
Yeah.
The only way to get that sensation back is for it to be something different or whatever. Like,
right.
Like, so like you go from blonde Lacey to pink hair Lacey.
Yeah.
So it's different. You know what I mean? Or whatever. So
yeah. I mean, I wear weird shit.
Throw a wig on for for real.
But I feel like for now we're just so in love and so attracted to each other and so much chemistry. We don't need to add anything. We don't need toys. We don't need porn. We don't need other bitches. We don't need, anything. I mean, maybe later in life you have to spice it up and you feel more, secure or whatnot, start adding shit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't need
Y'all,
nothing.
Listen,
I don't need no more bitch. I don't need no bitch, no other dick, no toys. All I need is him.
So when you said that to him about, like, if we have a threesome, it got to be a couple, we got to swap. Low key, you were saying that shit to say no because you know he wasn't going to agree to that shit.
He did not agree to it. He was just like, would really do that? And I was like, yeah.
But you wouldn't. Like, you saying, yeah, like, nah,
I would try.
You think so?
I mean, I've had sex with a lot of guys that I wasn't into. So, yeah, I could definitely do that.
So if that was to happen, what kind of guy would it need to be? Like, would you be like, all right, well, if I'm gonna get this hall pass, but it has to be a specific physical type or whatever, because it ain't about money at that point.
Yeah,
it ain't about status or establishment or none of that. This is a one.
But that's why I did have sex with the guys I did have sex with because of their status.
See, yeah.
So it would just have to. I don't know because it would probably have to be like an athlete.
For real?
Yeah.
You can't be a rich athlete because that's threatening. I can't.
Oh, yeah. That's
I'm not letting my fine ass bitch fucking no rich ass athlete. It's not happening.
I ain't leaving my man for nobody.
You gotta fuck
I don't
a bum.
give a fuck if it's Kanye.
If we gonna swap, you fucking a bum. He gotta be a bum because I need to know that you ain't gonna fucking leave me for
have
this
big dicks.
motherfucker.
But I'm not into big dicks either. Like, I don't like small or big. I like them just like normal.
You like comfort.
Yeah. Okay. I like, I want to feel it, but I don't want to feel it too much.
What's big? What's big to y'all? What do you
I mean, I don't really know measurements. I never measured a dick before.
Yeah.
As
long as it's not hurting your
Have you measured yours before?
Have I ever measured my dick? When I was in high school, yeah, I measured my dick. Because that's when we was thinking, like, that's what we were supposed to do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They be like, oh, how big is your dick? Because girls will ask you that then.
Yeah.
So you be like, I need to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know what size my boyfriend's dick is, but it's perfect. So.
It fits you.
It does.
Yeah.
It fits me.
Yeah, I think women, when they get to a certain level where they understand their sexuality and what makes them come and so forth, I think a lot of women say that.
Yeah.
It becomes more of a comfort thing than...
Yeah.
Because when we young like us, we get into porn watching that shit as boys.
Right.
And we be thinking your dick got to be 12, 13, 14 inches. And it's like, bro, that's not normal.
That's not.
It's not normal.
It's not reality.
Not many women enjoy that.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's not enjoyable. It's not.
For real. So, to each his own. People like what they like.
Everybody likes different. Exactly. Yes, absolutely.
But, I don't know. I always thought that, like when it comes to like with white girls, I thought they liked black guys because their dick was bigger.
That's what everybody thinks.
That's what we all think.
That's what guys ask me on OnlyFans every day, like about BBC.
Because you're a white girl.
Yeah.
That's why.
And why white girls like BBC
it's
so
the fantasy of it.
Yeah.
It makes them. It's an ego thing for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
but necessarily, I don't think that's true. I don't think black guys have bigger dicks than white guys. I mean, I've seen a lot of dicks. A lot of people send me like dick pics. Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody has.
Usually around the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like for us as men, like black men, I'm going to speak for black men specifically. I think like the average black guy is not going to engage with a woman, like you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're an attractive woman, but you're a Caucasian woman, blonde haired, curvy, all that shit, right? And usually, like with a lot of black guys, when they get their experience with a white woman, it's like you said from Kentucky, trailer park or some shit like that, where it's like she probably fucking get government assistance and she help you with your shit, so you just deal with it, right? So you're not really gonna get that fucking that I guess that fantasy of it, because like I know black dudes, dreadheads, nice waves, Caesars, or whatever, right? Yeah. We go to LA and try to get one of them porn star looking white girls, they gonna look at us crazy.
Yeah.
Like, no sir, like you're not my type.
Right.
Because they don't come from that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So with you being here in Atlanta and being in the mix and all that stuff, it's like I know so many of us are trying to get at you on a regular, so it's almost like what we just said, desensitized in the sense where it's like y'all always trying to talk to me. Like is it genuine or am I just a fantasy?
Right.
And that makes it tough, I think, I can imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, do this guy really like you, or is this person just trying to talk to you because you got a fat ass and you're a white girl? Because typically...
Well, that's what attracts them to me.
Yeah.
And then they get to know the real me and they fall in love with...
Because you're a dope person, but a lot of people ain't going to get that opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm not dope with everybody.
Yeah, they don't... You know what I mean? Like, ain't too many people... Like, I've been invited to stuff, or I've been around you or whatever like that. Like... Ain't too many people gonna get that opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah.
even know that version of you. So they just know the OnlyFans or the Follies or whatever, right?
Of course, yes.
So knowing you for that, they like, well, this is a blonde haired white girl with a big butt. Like, you dyed your hair blonde. You knew what you was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You knew you was gonna stand out. Like, nah, I'm gonna do this.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like you just said, when you went pink, it was to stand out.
Absolutely.
So every time you walk in a room, all the heads gonna turn.
Yeah.
And you said earlier, if you was in LA or wherever else, it wouldn't be that same effect.
Right.
So that's how I know, like, even us as black men, like, we might go to certain cities and try to talk to those kind of women or deal with them. They wouldn't give us that same energy because it might be a fear. Yeah. It might be a cultural differences. I don't know what you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So even your approach as a man might be different than his. He might come in and say, hey, how you doing?
Right.
You might say, what's up? You know what I mean? It just is scary to me or whatever.
Yeah,
so
it is.
It's different.
Yeah.
And I imagine that, you know, you being in here in this area, they coming at you that way. It's like, all right, now I'm used to it. I've grown accustomed to it.
Yes.
But what's your interest? Is it because my ass fat?
Right.
What if I ain't have it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, cool, your hair blonde, but is it because you blonde? Nah, it's not.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's because you a curvy woman.
And then everybody, like, automatically thinks that I like black guys. Like, how do they think that? How do they know that?
Because your ass fat. That's why. That's exactly why. But you kind of, like, I ain't gonna say you confirmed it, but what you said earlier, when you was in Kentucky, they didn't like you. You was like, no one in my hometown likes me, right?
I like them.
But they ain't like you, you said. And it's because
I
of
had
what?
crushes, but they didn't.
But why they didn't like you?
Why didn't they like me?
Yeah. Exactly, right?
Because I was fat.
Your ass was fat.
Yeah.
You're not fat. Your ass is fat, right? So because your ass is fat, they didn't like you. But here, they cherish that shit. And then in most urban cities anywhere, not even just here, but any urban city, you go to DC, they're going to be on you the same way, wherever, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's the thing. So it almost, in a sense, where it's like, I could have been interested in this, but because all of my interest that I receive comes from here, now my interest shifts. I'm interested in what likes me. Yep. They treat me this way, so I'm going to respond to them differently. With me. Right, exactly. So it's like, I couldn't imagine you dating a white guy. You're a Caucasian woman. I couldn't imagine you dating a white guy. I wouldn't think they knew what to do with you. I know. Like,
especially now, I'm just like,
fuck so you like, do with her?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's that's the ego in black men in general, though. We like, nah, she got too much ass. What are you going to do with her? Yeah. He ain't even going to appreciate it like he's supposed to. So, you know what I mean? But that's the thing. But what you end up with? A Jamaican man.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
Who would have
crazy.
fucking imagined when you was in high school and you were developing into a young woman, becoming an adult and all that stuff? Who the fucking imagined that you'd end up with a Jamaican man?
I swear.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So things happen for a reason. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's crazy how genetics plays such a major part in that shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, where'd your mom grow up?
She grew up in Illinois. That's where all my family's from, is Illinois. Well, yeah, that's pretty much where I grew up too.
Yeah, your mom had body when she was growing up.
Yeah, she had hella body.
The black dudes was on her. I know they wanted her.
I know my dad hates her ass too.
For real?
And all my black friends used to hit on her. And
that's what I'm telling you. You see what I mean by genetically? Like, it's just cultural.
Yeah, and then
we can't not look at it like.
Yeah.
It's the greatest shit in the world. Look at her.
Ain't that crazy?
You know what I mean? But it has to be amazing as a woman.
Yes, you gotta find somebody that likes you for you.
That's it. And as a woman, it has to be a beautiful thing because I know so much of a woman's self-confidence and her belief in self comes from her appearance. Yeah. So when you grow up in an area where people treat you a certain way because they don't approve of it or they don't like it, it can suck. Yeah. So then when you go somewhere and they like, nah, you the shit here, yo, that's dope. You know what I mean? That's dope. So I love that. You know what I mean? I love that you got to experience that because that shit can, women are finicky in that sense where a lot of women won't love themselves because of stuff like that. So
I love myself, man.
Yeah, I came to the right city for it. They gonna praise you to the day
I'm gonna go where I'm appreciated, you know.
Yeah, for real.
And I did. Got the fuck up out of there. And definitely, I'm so happy how things turned out. And
I love it for you. I appreciate it. Before we I want to ask you one more question, right? To see your perspective on this, right? Like I was saying to you earlier, as far as men, I don't necessarily feel like we're monogamous creatures. Or we're not.
I've seen your post.
Yeah. So, what's your perspective on monogamy versus polygamy, polyamory, open relationships, the human nature of sex?
I think everybody just should do what they want to do. not like what is supposed to happen or what looks right to others or what others want them to do. Or, you know, if you're happy with, you know, 5 bitches in a house with one guy, then great. I don't think it's like natural to do that. And I believe in soulmates, you know, and I believe in like, you know, like we said earlier, it's a partnership. I just, you know, it's just so much more that comes into like, you know, having a family or a relationship than just like sex and the physical of it. And I'm not against it, you know, but I don't really think it's real for me. Like when I see like girls and they all share the same guy, I just don't feel like they're really genuinely happy, you know. And it's not. There's nothing in the world like having your own person, you know, that no one else can have, you know.
But that's not real.
Yeah,
in that
right.
sense, because you might feel like no one else can have them.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
that's not your choice.
But also, you have been with other people. I mean, we're 30. I mean, we've all
you get
had
what I'm saying? Like,
sex, you know, before this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of us come into relationships with prior children,
Yep.
prior sexual experiences,
Yep.
good and bad.
Yep.
You know, we come with those things, right?
Yep.
So it's like, if we like say, use for an example, if a person comes into a relationship and this woman has kids, and you start to father her kids, in a sense, right? You're taking on responsibilities.
I have a stepson now.
There it is, right?
Yeah.
You're mothering a child that's not your biological child,
Right.
But you love it no less, no different,
Yeah.
right? So that's what I mean. Where in a sense, it's like we come with that stuff. So we're almost, society in general is almost a polygamous society.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
almost in that perspective, because when our parents, maybe great grandparents, and before that, they get married out of high school, 16, 17, and it's just them till 80 years old.
Yeah.
Then you can say that's monogamy. That's
Yeah.
monogamy.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
But is monogamy really when we 30, 35 and we done slept with 10, 20, 50,
Right,
100
have
people?
kids
and
and-
we
yeah.
got kids in other relationships, and now I'm just with you. Now I'm just
Yeah.
with Lacey. Now I'm monogamous? Like,
Yeah.
no.
Right.
You lived a polygamous lifestyle.
Right.
You just didn't call it that.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's my perspective on it, where I say, like, I don't necessarily feel like us as men
Yeah.
prefer monogamy.
Right, yeah.
I don't think monogamy is natural for us.
Yeah.
So when we said that, and that's the biggest thing, right? When we talk about what's natural, what's not natural.
Yeah.
Maybe for women, monogamy is natural.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is, because
Yeah.
you can only carry one man's child at a time,
Right,
right? Or
right.
whatever, right? So
Right.
maybe it's natural for y'all.
Right.
But how many women can a man impregnate at once?
Yeah.
How many women can he have pregnant at the same time?
Yeah.
So
You get 10 a day at least.
you get what I'm saying? If the world fucking, like, let's say the world fucking hit an apocalypse and we got to repopulate, right? And we got, you know what I mean? We got 100 women left and one man.
Yeah.
We can repopulate.
Yeah.
If we have one woman and 100
Yeah.
men left,
Yeah.
it's over.
Right.
Because she can only carry one at a time. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean by, I just don't think it's natural for us.
Yeah. Okay. I understand that.
You know, when the species is going extinct, they do
Yeah.
the same thing with a male. They make them
But
populate.
these days, like, you can't just have a bunch of different bitches. You gotta pay for those bitches' shit. You gotta take care of them bitches, give them emotional fucking support,
Yup.
have sex with them motherfuckers. Like, that's a lot.
It's definitely a lot.
Versus back in the day, I mean, you know, it didn't cost a lot. You know what I'm saying? And bitches weren't looking to be taken care of like that. I mean, I guess they probably was, but you
But
know,
the expenses weren't the same.
yeah,
And I think that's due to what we see online.
yeah,
Because women will tell you, oh, I'll be your side bitch, but I need this,
Right.
this, and this.
Yeah.
If your main bitch got a Chanel, I need a Chanel.
Oh, my
if she got this, I
God.
need it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
imagine that. Like, your man buy you
That's
a Range Rover, he
can
got to
very-
buy another
get
bitch.
very
Like,
expensive.
bitch, I'm not buying you no
that's
Range Rover.
more time.
you know
Like,
what
you
I
have
mean?
to give equal time. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a lot of pressure, a lot of work.
But that's how we
Just for
as
some
men.
pussy.
That's how we as men show our love.
Yeah.
Like when your man bought you that, what he bought you, a Range Rover, right? He bought you. He not buying nobody else no fucking Range Rover.
Right,
It don't matter if he fuck another bitch or he don't.
right,
I'm not buying her that.
right,
Like, judge me for that kind of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't judge me because my dick got hard on because I'm turned on by that. I know women will still, but I'm saying that's not how we view ourselves as men. We don't find the value in a woman by sex.
Yeah.
I don't look at no woman like, oh, I fucked her, so she means the world to me. No, she does not. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the one that means the world to me is the one that I'm willing to sacrifice the most for.
Right.
I'll do all these things and take care of you and provide for you. I'll provide.
Right.
You know what I mean? A Range Rover is not cheap. You know what I mean? Jewelry is not cheap. But, you know, these trips and shit I take you on, all that kind of stuff, is to show you that you mean this.
Right.
No one else means that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But a lot of women will get this and still be worried about this down
Yeah.
here. Don't worry about her.
Yeah.
Fuck her. She's not you.
Yeah.
She'll never be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I mean, like, I just I don't know if it's
hard though, man.
if it's normal for us. Like it's hard for y'all to accept it, but it's
Yeah.
hard for us to not do it.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if it's natural for us.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
not saying we're meant to be with multiple women, but I'm saying sexually
You're gonna be
we're gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When people talk about marriages 50, 60, 40 years, like you said,
Yeah.
a lot of times the man has stepped out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
And
definitely been a fuck up.
and the woman was that strong of a woman that she forgave him and they moved on and still raised their family to what it is today.
Right.
And then you'll have these your elders that are moms, aunts, grandmas, and all that, and they'll tell you if you sit down with your moms, your aunts, and your grandmas and ask them, they'll tell you the fucking truth, like how men really, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The family that he had on the side was next door or down the block. Y'all mad today about a nigga fucking a bitch on Instagram that you'll never meet.
Oh my God.
These men back in the day when there was no gram,
family.
they was fucking bitches in town, next door,
They
down the
had
block.
whole different families in different states.
Right.
Too.
You know what I'm saying? I got siblings from North Carolina. I got siblings from DC, from Virginia. I got siblings from all over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I probably got siblings I never met.
Yeah. But that's what marriage is kind of about. It's like you committing and not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you can control yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even though might not be natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It may not be natural, but that's just something that you have to control to be married.
But think about this, right? When you horny, right? Think about when you're horny. That's a very hard urge to fight. You're probably a composed person most of the time until you're horny. And when you're horny, you're like, yo, I'm horny. Like, I can't control it, right? But compare that to how you say you had McDonald's. Or compare that to a person that's on a strict diet or on this or whatever, right? And you got to follow a regimen, and then you break that, right? I only broke it once.
Yeah.
We don't beat ourselves up when we break it. I'm on a diet. I lost 20 pounds.
No,
but I only ate a burger one time. Like, don't judge me for that. I just did it once.
Right.
That's how we look at it as sex. It's like, yo, my intent was never to hurt you.
Yeah.
Never.
Woo.
I just slipped because the temptation of it's very hard to break certain habits as humans.
Yeah.
Like, I love you to death.
I understand that.
You know?
Yeah. I understand that.
And that's what I mean. Like, yo, we want to be perfect.
There's worse things than cheating.
No, we not. There are definitely worse things than cheating.
I've broken up my boyfriend for a lot of other things besides cheating.
Yeah, you beating on women, you doing certain things to women. That shit is worse. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that is worse. Like, as a man, like, I won't steal from you. I won't put my hands on you. I don't want to call you out your name and all that kind of stuff. But to me, I just don't look at cheating as the pinnacle of the worst things I can do.
Right.
You know, but that's just me as a person. But
I agree with that.
That's all I'm saying. So
it definitely can be worse.
It's tough. You know, it's tough because
like giving bitch money, like you said earlier.
Facts. That's like if your man cheat on you and you like, well, you cheated, you fucked a bitch that was a groupie.
Yeah.
That just fucked you because you a popular dude.
Yeah.
She ain't shit.
Yeah.
But if she come back and tell me,
if I go have sex with a guy for some money, it's a problem.
Listen.
But I'm paying the bills.
You know what? I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. That's the flip.
If I was to ever cheat, it would definitely be for money.
And then listen, that's it right there, right? So as a man, if I cheat on you as a man and I pay her or I give her money, you'll feel more upset because I gave her money.
Yeah.
Like if you gonna fuck that bitch, she better fuck you for free.
Right.
I don't feel like it's a threat if she fucks you for free. But if my woman cheats on me with another man, you better get some money.
Oh, wow.
Because if you fuck another man for free, but listen, Lacey, this is the point. This is it right here. You bringing out some shit in me. That's the psychological part for men, where it's the value in the woman.
Yeah.
If you fuck another man for free, then you're nothing to
nothing,
me.
yeah.
Because you were nothing to him.
Right.
So if I cheat on you, I pay all your bills, Lacey.
Yeah.
I do this, I do that. You know what I mean? You wearing diamonds, you driving luxury vehicles. This bitch driving a Nissan, or she driving an Altima or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Cool. And you drive this. All right, whatever. So if that's the case, why would you be insecure by her?
Yeah.
I didn't give her what I gave you. Right. She got some dick. I don't even know her real name. She go by
that's
Tasty.
My favorite.
You know, right? But but still.
I'd rather have dick than a car.
Right, but look at you, right? Look at you.
Okay.
Right? Look at your lifestyle. How many men gonna fuck you for free, Lacey?
Right.
You know what I mean? Not even saying like you fucking for money, but they're not fucking you for free.
Right.
Especially with the kind of man you got that's treating you the way he treats you.
Right.
How can a nigga come in and fuck you for nothing?
Right.
So if a guy's your man and you cheat on him, that conversation come because it's two questions gonna come in. You know, did you suck his dick? And you suck this dick, it's over, bitch. I can't fuck with you. But it's just like because I know how you suck mine, I can't love you no more. Yeah. I'm hurt, right? Every time you suck mine, I'm gonna cry. Like fuck it. Right. But that's a question. But then also it's like, yo, what did you do it for?
Right.
And you're like, oh, I just did it because I wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, I did it because he was handsome.
Right.
What?
Yeah, I did it because I was horny.
No.
Right.
I don't care if you're horny or whatever. Like, you better do it for some paper at the end of the day. What did you get out of it?
Right.
I need to see.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, look, this is what he put in my account. All right, I get it. I get it. I understand. Okay,
no, see, my boyfriend ain't going for that.
Because, he up. But at the same time.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, for the average person, you're going to view it as, for the average man anyway.
No,
you're going to be like, she had to get something. You cannot be another man's slut for nothing.
Right. I agree with that.
Tell me you did that shit for a kidney for me.
Yeah.
Like, babe, you were dying.
Yeah.
And I needed to find you a donor.
Yeah.
I fucked them.
Yeah.
Thank you, babe. You saved my life.
Exactly.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
But you can't do it for free.
Just for nothing, yeah.
Right. But that's the flip of the men. Like, if we do it, I can't say, well, I fucked her and I paid the rent.
Yeah, and I bought her a bag with it.
Damn, you bought her what? Yeah. I don't got that one.
Yeah.
You did what? Like, nah, babe. Like, I fucked her.
Right.
But I ain't get that bitch shit.
Yeah.
And then you were like, I don't care. Well, at least you didn't give her shit.
Yeah.
We can work this out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean, like the difference in men and women. That's the difference.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, that's the difference.
It's not fair, man.
I'm going to end that with, the end of the day, we need to be forgiving creatures as a species.
No
because
one's perfect.
None of us are perfect. We all going to make mistakes.
We're animals. We
are animals. You know what I mean? And we try to civilize ourselves in a manner of, structure that doesn't always work with every individual. There's 8 billion people on the planet now, as of the last few weeks or whatnot. All of us cannot follow the same protocol. It's just not going to work.
And that's fine. That's not how the world goes. The world doesn't go around with everybody doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think everybody should just have their own flow and do what makes them happy. And if that's being with a girl or a guy or...
Whatever it is,
just not no children.
For facts.
Leave the kids alone.
Facts.
But I think just whatever floats your boat, what you should do, don't, like, people, my family, not really my family, but who I grew up around, they look down on me for liking black guys, but I don't give a fuck. I do what makes me happy.
That's what it boils down to.
So,
and that's how it should be. When at the end of the day, if you happy where you at in life, which I can tell you are, keep doing what the fuck you doing. You know what I mean? Like, you happy with your man, don't matter what nobody else think.
Yeah,
don't matter what nobody else say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not fuck them, but fuck the opinions.
Right.
Fuck the opinions. You get what I'm saying?
No, seriously.
So that's major for me. So
yeah.
On that note, Lacey, tell us where we can get some of this coated leaf before we get out of here. Okay. Tell me if you got anything new coming up that we should look out for. You got to drop something new on OnlyFans. You acting like you don't want to do it.
Gosh. It's been so long since I did like an interview. I used to do them so much.
All the time, yeah.
And I loved them. And I always had just so much shit to talk about. But these days I ain't got shit to talk about. But definitely doing the coated leaf shit. It's definitely going to keep prospering and, leveling up. And, we're just first time business owners as well. So, we're learning as we go. And
I love that. I love that for y'all.
Yeah.
Especially because he a black man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to see him coming with quality merchandise and you know what I mean?
He's so passionate, man. And
I
it
love
just,
that
I love it for him. If I can help, I will.
If you see this, like, kudos, bro. I definitely love what you're doing. You know what I mean? You just need to make some big sizes for us big niggas because, you know what I'm saying? Well, then I need to get some there.
Yeah. Yeah, we got like 2X, 3X stuff.
Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, so you can get the Coded Leaf, codedleaf.inc. That's the website, and then at One Coded Leaf on Instagram. You can just check things out there, and definitely be doing the tobacco soon. And I guess I should give y'all my Instagram, but it might not be there tomorrow. So
They took 1 million followers from you.
Yeah, so I ain't even. I'm just so over that shit.
You didn't even give a fuck. I saw it, and I'm like, you don't even seem like you care. Like,
I do care. I put a lot of work into that bitch.
But you just was like, all right, whatever. Like your old
I was
your
like
page,
that because I'm in a relationship now, and the
You're
transition kind of happened at the perfect time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the people on my Instagram, they were there for my ass, and me posting pictures of my man, it just wasn't clicking together. You know what I'm saying? The
engagements wasn't the same.
Yeah, and people are pissed.
That's how the algorithm worked. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was okay. It kind of got deleted at the perfect time. I didn't need Instagram no more, anyways. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but
definitely.
You was definitely at 1 million plus followers.
Yeah, I had over 1 million.
And they took it, and you was like, whatever.
So I was like, damn.
All right.
That's. Sucks.
Man, I ain't making no new page. Fuck y'all. I'm sick
of
this shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just do this Code Leaf shit now, so it works out. I don't need them people's money. So,
that's all good.
But yeah, I really appreciate you having me.
Thank you.
I really, proud of you.
Thank you.
Everything you've done, and I can't believe we've known each other so long.
Long time.
I mean, how long you think it's been? Like 10 years?
10 years. Yeah, it's been
2012.
2012, I met you in 2012. It's 22, so yeah.
Yeah, well, that's over 10 years. Yeah, we're 2023 almost.
Yep. So it's been that long.
That's crazy. I really, appreciate all your support throughout these years, and you've just been, like, so awesome.
You're definitely one of the most humble and the most welcoming and accepting people that I've ever met. Not just in Atlanta, but just in general, especially for a person that has the influence in the platforms that you've had. It's like you would expect a person to be a certain way.
Okay, yeah.
And you've never been that. You've always been like, you know what I mean?
And I take pride in being a real one, Like, so I might not be the baddest bitch, but I'm the realest bitch.
Yeah. So until it's over, I'm going to always celebrate your wins with you.
You always have, man.
And your successes, and I'm happy for you.
Anything I can do to help you and your success, I'm right there with you.
I appreciate you. This will definitely not be the last time. This is our first time.
Okay, yes. I would love to come back. So I got, I can definitely give you my opinion on things.
Yeah, I would love to do so.
And I feel like a lot of girls also want to, like, hear me out about things because, just going from being an entertainer to being in a relationship and how, like, that transition went. Yeah. And going. Yeah. And because that's what we can't be entertainers forever. So we're going to have to transition at one fucking point or another. I kind of just did it in my prime. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of girls would like to hear, like how that happened and how it's going and, pointers and shit like that, Cause
it'll definitely help.
Every girl I know, they want a man and they want a family. They're on
an opportunity to not have to do this to survive and not
forever. You know what I'm saying? Every girl I know, you know what I'm saying? They might look money hungry or act money hungry online, but deep down inside, they all, we want we're human beings, we want love.
Our nature, that's what I mean by the nature.
You
can be the biggest fucking hustler in the world, but your nature tells you want a man to settle down with.
Yes. And, so yeah, I'm always down to come talk about shit like that because that's kind of all I know these days.
Now, for real, what you should do is start your own podcast.
Yeah.
For real, because I feel like one thing that
I just don't want to do this. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do anything at all.
But y'all have such a great.
I know, and that's the only reason why I would do something is because I have the opportunity or the platform or whatever.
Just think about like the relationship that you got with your man. Like you just said, there's there's things about y'all that no one knows.
Yeah.
Because we only know what you post.
Right.
But just the opportunity to sit in front of a mic and say, well, look, we went through this or we went through
Yeah.
that, right? It's different. Like, it's still you venting.
Yeah.
But in a more
Right.
structured way,
And then we get
where you
paid.
can contain what you say and get paid for it. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right,
and he
right,
can
right.
say he can sit next to you and say, "Well, no,
Yeah.
that's how she feels,
Right.
but that's not what really
Yeah.
happened." You get
No,
what I mean?
a lot of people do say to do that, like the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
and
for
stuff.
sure.
And I'm cool with that. You know, I just don't have like, you know, I'm not just like crazy about anything really. Like I'm really not crazy about anything. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, shit, man, you did.
but my puppy.
You danced, right? But you also transitioned from that to Connect Pound into OnlyFans, right?
Yeah,
So you
strictly
do understand
online.
the concept of online content.
Yes.
Whether it's adult content or not, you understand it.
Yeah.
So doing a YouTube would even be simpler because you
Right.
don't have to really put too much thought into it.
Yeah.
Because with OnlyFans, you got to figure out how to turn these niggas on. I just turned y'all on yesterday. How I'm going to do it again today?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
right.
Now I got to do something different.
Yeah.
But with a YouTube, y'all can really live y'all
Kinda
life.
just
And,
like, yeah.
and everything that I know about y'all relationship is through what I see online. The
yeah.
trips, the fights, the
Yeah.
makeups, the
Yeah.
gifts, the
Yeah.
anniversaries,
Surprises.
the dinners, the all of that
Yeah.
stuff, right? The matching outfit, everything is what I
Yeah.
see online.
Right.
So there's a lot of people, specifically your female audience,
Yeah.
that would love to be able to see that
Right.
and be like, "Yo, that's dope." Like,
Yeah. And you know,
what I mean?
I should just do it because I can.
It ain't
you
gonna
know?
cost you shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can wear coated leaf in every episode.
Yeah,
Why
right.
not? Why not
Facts.
market your brand while you
I
market
know.
yourself?
I just don't like want to do anything. I'm not crazy
time.
about anything.
I think you're so happy in your relationship. That's your focus right now.
Yeah, but I just don't have like big like dreams and stuff like that I want to like accomplish, you know, like I don't have like a deadline like I want to be married by this day or be
Yeah.
have
That's
I just go with the flow.
That's amazing.
You know, I don't have deadlines or like I just want to be happy and healthy at the end of the day.
That's why y'all are able to last and
Right.
so forth, because you're not putting those certain restrictions on him.
Yeah.
Because your deadline might be different than his, and then it's
Right.
like, now
Oh,
you
he
telling
wants a
me I
baby
gotta do
right
this
now
and this.
today.
Yeah, see what I mean? So it's
I'm
like,
like, wait.
everybody's different. So it's like, no,
Yeah.
we're not gonna live like that. We just gonna enjoy each other.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
do
want
what
to do.
works for us.
Yeah, I love it just being us.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think we need to bring anybody else into the equation.
Look, when you get pregnant, because I know it's gonna happen, I need you to drop the news on my show. Don't drop the news on nobody's show, because I know it's gonna happen
Oh
eventually.
my God.
Or if you get engaged or whatever, your
okay,
next
yeah.
big announcement, bring it here, because I'm,
okay.
you know, I love your success and your
Okay.
leveling up and so forth, man.
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
super happy for
awesome.
you. I'm grateful for you and for
Appreciate
you
you.
being here and the relationship I had with you.
Yes.
My daughter, mom, she was just telling me earlier today, honest to God, she was just saying to me today, she was like, yo, she's like, I've never met Lacey, but she just always supports whatever you ask her to do. She does it.
Because
And
I
was
fuck with
like,
who fuck with
yo,
me, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, it's just so fucking simple. Like, you've never, like, you know, like, gave me, like, bad energy or tried me or made me uncomfortable. I mean, you've seen me naked. I mean, you took pictures of me naked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if
love
your
to
mama
tell
knows that, but
Yeah.
but you know, like, for content, you know,
Yeah.
but you know, and I'm comfortable with you. You know, I don't let anybody just shoot me naked, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
So, but
that's
you
a
know, I
testament
trust you,
to the bond
and
we
you
got.
know,
Yeah.
you've always been supportive, and you know, it's good dude, good shit.
I love it.
Yes,
So,
yes.
till the next time,
To the next time,
this is the best time.
y'all follow me, Lacey J Everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't really have like, you know.
You got a backup page too, don't you?
Yeah, I got a backup page, Lacey Jane Life.
It's crazy when you gotta make a backup page because they just keep flagging shit.
I
It's like-
know.
and you don't even do nothing crazy no more. They just whatever.
Yeah, but I do have a YouTube channel. It's Lacey Jane INC. But I've been posting a lot of videos on there, like the Cody Leaf videos,
Yeah.
and cause we have like a lot of photographers and that make videos and stuff. So I've been posting like that stuff on there, and I'm starting to like post my vlogs because you know I travel a lot, and
Absolutely.
I want to like show people like Airbnbs I stay at and like
That's
where
why
they can find it.
That's why your
and-
shit would be dope.
Yeah.
Because of the places you travel.
Yeah.
The places you eat.
And that's what I want to do. I want to be informational. I want
Yeah.
to give people information to, you know, do what I do.
Yeah,
you know.
you post recipes that I look at the recipe and
Yeah.
I'm like, what
Never
the
heard of
fuck?
that.
Never heard none of this shit. Like,
Shit's
but it's
fire.
like cool. It look good because you'll post the
Fire.
recipe and then you'll post the finished product.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
fire.
damn, that shit look good.
Fire,
And I never
every
would have thought to
time.
eat that stuff.
Right.
And restaurants y'all go to, you know what I mean?
They don't have that type
Places
of
y'all
shit.
been. Yeah, so it's like,
Oh, but yeah, that's
Share
kind
that
of what I
stuff,
want to do
man.
is be more informational
share
instead
that
of
stuff.
showing my ass.
because at this point, you're not necessarily an adult content creator anymore. You're now
Right.
an influencer.
Okay.
And you can
So I'm
influence
still a
things.
content creator.
You're still
just
creating
not
content.
an adult.
Yeah, that's it.
So, yeah.
But even when you were adult, you weren't full blown adult.
Right.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
You still had
everybody
a level.
everybody just knew I was about to be a porn star, man. I
They
was right
praying.
there.
Niggas was like, please.
I was right there
Please.
too.
This nigga that came and took it off the
He
table.
saved
like,
me
God
so
damn.
quick.
Yep. But because of
Man.
that, like, but you do whatever you do it great.
Thank you. Yes.
So if you do that type of stuff, you know what I mean? I think that it'll be a success for y'all.
Okay, yeah.
Try it,
Yeah.
man. Just try
Yeah,
it.
we
Why
got
not?
your
It don't hurt
support.
you.
We're going to be all right.
I'm here for it, man. I mean, any way I can help, you know me, I pull up with the camera if you need me.
Okay, I know that's
Yeah,
right.
I got your back, man. Thank you for everything.
Yes,
thank you for
thank
coming.
you.
Until the next time, Lacey
Yes.
Jane, my favoriteest. And that's a wrap. Let's go.